Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening. God bless y'all. God bless. Much love to everybody. Been a long day, yes? Oh, Ronald Wilson, you first one in here. I think you've been in here first before. God bless you. Um, Hello, Linda. She said, good evening, everyone. Much love. Much love to you, sweetie. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Pam. Pam says, hi to Ronald Wilson. Much love. Green hearts. Oh, that's so sweet. Hello, Judy. She says, hello, everyone. Oh, there's Ronald Wilson. He's thanking you for the green hearts. God bless. Pam says, hello at Judy. Ronald, always doing good. It's almost Friday. Oh, yeah. One day, tomorrow. Tomorrow, happy dance. Absolutely. Linda says, so excited to be here. Yeah, I'm excited to be here too. Hello, English Rose. She says, hello, PG. Much love. Much love to you, sweetie. Hey guys, we missed you last night, PG. Hope you're okay. Oh, thank you, White Window Baby. Yes, I'm doing good. Delia Fitz says, PG, I missed you last night. I missed you all too. God bless you all. Norma says, hey, PG, OA, and chat. Much love to you, Norma. Misty Rose says, hello, everybody. Hello to you, Misty Rose. Annie A, hello, PG and chat. Much love to you. She gives us peace sign. Much peace to you as well. We could use all the peace we could get. Did you hear that Cam and Allie and Candus over there gossiping about us, about PG? I'm telling you, they are so awful about that gossiping. Somebody should tell them about that. Anyway, I reckon if they're talking about us, they're leaving somebody else alone. And that's a good thing. But then in the same breath, I heard her say, and all creators. Okay, Candus, all creators. What do you think Cam and Allie there is? They're supposed to be content creators as well. Yes. So there you go, Cam and Allie. She's probably talking about you too. Ronald Wilson, Pam Roberts, Fridays. I still have to go to work. Yeah, we don't get a lot of us have to work on the weekends. We don't get a day off. Pam Roberts, much love. You're doing great today, PG. God bless you. Oh yeah, Way Window Baby, the mods over here, they're beautiful. God bless them. God bless them. PG sure is blessed with some angels. As mods over here, absolutely. I wonder where Tennessee Shine is. I ain't bumped into her yet. I hope she's doing well. I worry. I pray for her. Melody says, PG, I sure missed you last night. You make my night. God bless you, Melanie. You guys make my night. One for you. If it wasn't for these chats, creators would be nobodies. Trust and believe that. And I tell you, when they start treating you bad, you should turn them into nobodies. I wouldn't go in there and I don't go to anybody's sites. Because I know the minute I go in, I'm going to be blocked, kicked out, pissed off, something. They're just so rude. So rude. I think this is the only channel that, unless you get really bad and you have to do something really bad to get put out of here, but I think we're the only ones that believe in freedom of speech and allowing people to, have the real American freedom to agree and disagree, which is a beautiful thing. Um, the rest of them want to hurt they want to herd of cattle coming through there so they can steer them any way they want to, and that's just bullshit, right? That's what I call. Sway says Candus needs to dump all YouTubers. Yeah, but she ain't going to do that. That woman, man, she lie, 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 lie. Yeah, Liar, Liar had nothing on her, right? The movie, and nothing on her. I think her and Donald are like, whoa. They lie so much I can't even keep up with them. And PG's pretty fast. Hey, TT. Judy says, hello, PG. Hello to you, Judy. How you doing tonight? Deputy Sheriff says, hello, PG. Hello to you, Deputy Sheriff. I love Barney Fife. Honestly, I do. I love Barney. I love watching Andy Griffin. I watch a lot of old movies. I love old movies. I can't help it. And they're the only movies left around that's, even half wholesome anymore. Little Sissy. How are you doing tonight, little Sissy? Little Sissy's always on trying to help PG. She absolutely is. God bless her. Hi, PG mods in chat. Hello to you, country girl. Hello, hello, hello. Annie A says truth hurts. Yeah, the truth does hurt. I'm going to be absolutely honest with you. It does. Nobody likes to face the truth most of the time. Unless somebody says you're beautiful and you aren't, then it's like, okay, I could face that. But, when somebody tells you, your boots are ugly and you look down and they actually are, it kind of gets you pissed off. Like, how you going to talk about my boots? Oh, Misty Rose says, Priscilla, much love. Ronald Wilson, Annie A, I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. And thanks for more green hearts. Oh, God bless. Holler Bunny. Looking at. Says, much love. Much love to you, sweetie. Oh, American Girl. I like that. Says, hello, PG in chat. Hello to you, sweetie. How are you doing? I lost my place. I don't do that very often. Oh, we got Crime Stories Obsessed in here. Says hi. Hi to you. Yeah, Allie's getting thrown under the bus. that's damn Skippy. She sure is. I went, every day I wait for who's next. Don Senior, Don Junior, and then it was some new person named Robert. Give me long enough to think about it, and I tell you, oh, Brett's, that's his last name. That lives somewhere up on Ben Hill Road there. Oh, he's scary one. So scary. No, the family's not scary. Um, you know, they just like everybody else have their problems, but it seems like everybody up there does have problems, They all something wrong with them. Um, to be perfectly honest with you. I'd be looking into them all. I was researching them all, and they absolutely, um, put it this way, it's no fun fest up there. It's more like going through a haunted house, and only it's real. You know, they're scary, to say the least. Um, you look at Jody Sue, and then you look at, Don Surfy Senior has Don Surfy Jr. And then you have Andy and Don and Candus and Freddie. Yeah, that place is like a few movies all wrapped up in one, like Nightmare on Elm Street. But anyway, I'm gonna put out my invites. Anybody wants to come up on panel, hang out with PG, support Summer, you're always welcome. You're always welcome. Panel host 10. We have open panel here every night. Everybody is always welcome to Palm Panel. If you're new here, welcome. God bless you. Hello, Tony. Yeah, on Lost Souls, Candus was talking like she's going to leave Donnie. That's only because she thinks Benny's coming up there. And what better words to tell, one man when another man's gone? Oh, he probably ain't coming back, but men do it all the time, women do it all the time. It's basically she's trying to say what she thinks Benny wants to hear to get him up there. She probably told Jose that Donnie wasn't coming back, but Jose, found out Donnie was coming back, and I'm pretty sure Donnie's coming back again. That Donnie's a little bit like Jason. He keeps coming back. Oh, shit. How many Jason movies did they make? Like 1 million? Every time I turn around, it's a Nightmare on Elm Street. I can't remember how many of those, they try to put everybody through, but I'm sure it was quite a few. It's like Hollywood can't find nothing new. Yeah, I know that they were saying that, I know for a fact that they were saying, hold on, I gotta let some sweet person upon panel. Oh, hello, Wisconsin Mama. I'm letting you up. How you doing tonight?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Good.
I just got done watching Dumber and Dumber.
Yeah. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. They are dumber and dumber,
Oh
ain't
my
they?
goodness. I think that she's gonna get her own YouTube channel pretty soon. I mean, she's gotta wise up instead of letting all these people suck this money off and other people. She just needs to have her own YouTube channel.
Absolutely, And then we see her really fuck up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's when the mistakes will start coming out.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give a special prayer that happens.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know. She's just like laid back in her chair. Like, what else do you want to know about me? You want to know when Benny's really going to show up and when Donnie's not getting out of jail? It's just like,
yeah, you know, that's kind of scary for Donald, the way she's like, well, if he comes home, like, what? What are you
yeah,
talking about? If he come, you're acting like he's going to go from one jail cell to another.
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's her prayers. You know what I'm saying? She's probably out there howling at the moon.
Well, I
You
think
know.
I would have to say when Donnie does get out of jail, and if Benny if Benny is there, then one of them is going back to jail. You know?
Absolutely.
I
I'll
think
tell
that's
you that
when.
now.
Yeah, I think that's when all the fireworks are gonna start
Then
lighting
again, I
up.
don't know, because you know that Donald's awful dumb. I guess,
He
like Benny
is.
said, his new name's Dumbass,
Yeah, yeah.
because you know.
I mean, who says that? Benny's talking to Candus, and he goes, "Oh, hey, did dumbass call tonight?" I'm like, seriously? You
Right.
know, you have no respect for Don.
No,
None at
you
all.
don't. None. You
You know.
know, none. And this guy's been your meal ticket for the last few months. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sitting there making your meal ticket off of Don and his wife Candus, and
Right. Yeah.
you know, and so damn disrespectful. But you know, he'd be that disrespectful to Candus as well if there was nobody left but Grandis, and he'd be kissing her backside, throwing the other two under the bus,
Oh yeah.
because you know that's what Benny does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely, you
Definitely.
know, good old Benny.
Priscilla Wells says, PJ, what is going on that I can't talk tonight? I ate a brownie. No, I'm just kidding. She says that you guys need to behave tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. She says, yeah. So I promise you, I will behave on panel tonight.
I can't make them kind of promises.
Okay, I'm lying. I can't either.
PG's got to be truthful. I don't ever know what is going to happen.
I'm sorry. I fibbed. I can't behave.
I come on here and it just rolls.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, we just can't help it. It's
Yeah.
it makes good light of everything. You know, that's what happens on this channel. You have to make good light of everything, and that we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanna thank Ashley. She sent me some videos, and she sent me one, and it's exactly what I hear every time I hear Benny talk. What'd you say, Benny? Damn it, say that again.
That's Benny just trying to get the crap out of his mouth. It's got so much in there.
Oh my god, that video rings so true.
Oh, it does. It does. Yeah. Benny wants to be king of the hill. Yeah, he's not quite there yet.
He's not talking about me.
No. No.
No, he's not. He's too busy, supposedly. He can't talk about me right now. Yeah.
I really thought we gave him something to talk about the other night. I mean, you
If
couldn't
he
have
talks
asked for
about
any
me,
more.
be talking about his best, and he don't like to talk about his best. And if PG's his best, then I'd hate to see his damn worst.
That was a good one.
Wait a minute. Did I just put myself down?
I kind of think you did. But it was still good. Oh my goodness.
I had to think that one over later. Oh, shit.
Wait, what's going on here? Wait a minute.
Penny Wells, Candus Keys. Something going on I don't know about.
Well, Truth Hurts says, okay, her new channel is Candace Bly. They dropped a link. They dropped a bomb, not a link. She ain't smart enough yet to run a channel of her own.
She's gonna be the new Jody Sue. Oh damn!
Where was I 10 minutes later?
Ray bait. It's gonna be Ray bait.
Oh no!
She's gonna get all kinds of new baseball caps and sport them.
Well, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she probably might buy a couple new flannel shirts too. Maybe.
If Penny tried to carry Candace, he'd be 3 feet shorter.
Oh, that was a good one.
I tell you, PG tried to warn Donald. Remember the picture?
You did many times. Many times.
Benny carrying her over the threshold.
I can't.
Threshold.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's funny. It's funny that we've seen all those pictures of the house back when Candace was home for 13 years.
Yeah.
And then we seen the new pictures, you know, recently over on the Don Wells thing before Don went to jail.
Yeah.
And it seemed to me like, you know, there was a new staircase put in there. All the walls were drywalled upstairs. The bathroom was pretty much completely done before. I mean, and now she's sitting there saying, I'm the one that's been doing all of this work. Yeah, right. 13 fucking years, honey.
Yeah.
We saw your work.
He would never do anything. He would never do anything.
He wouldn't do anything. She's
Nope.
doing home all day for 13 years, and he wouldn't do anything. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's what she said.
I mean, there wasn't even no kids in the house when Chris M went there to video that video. No kids in the house at all, and there was dishes sitting around that looked like they'd been there a week, all crusty, and hadn't even been washed, and nobody's here, Candace, but you. So why wasn't that shit washed up? Because it ain't like you had kids to watch or anything else to fucking do. But look at that house. Oh my God. You know.
She must
seriously?
Yeah, she's a pig. She's a pig.
I'm going to tell you. You don't talk about there's another lie. Exactly.
Yeah.
My point. This woman, oh Lord, one lie after the other. It's just one lie after the other. The video I wanted to share with everyone tonight was right here. It's the swimming hole. And don't forget, everybody's welcome to Pompano. You're always welcome to Pompano. This is Little Summer. If you took note, she's wearing the little pink swimming suit. And she's just now getting into this pool of water because you can tell her hair is still dry. Yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. There she is, playing around in the water. There's where she went under. This is where she went under. Candace says she didn't go under. Well, this video shows there she is. She's under that water.
Ah.
As you can see, she is under the water. Here she comes up out of the water. She's emerging. There she is, coming up out of the water. Now, this is her on the milk jugs. I think that Candace's TikTok video the day of the 15th, is it possible that it had been altered somehow? I'm not, I'm saying, is it a possibility that that TikTok video was altered? Because this here is summer right here. And as you can see, but when she comes up out of that water, and she's walking towards Candus, it looks to me like her hair is cut a lot shorter in this. I mean, it's the same bathing suit, but her hair looks cut shorter than that. There you go. It does look like it's shaved down a little more. And I also took note that her hair's dry right here. Now, she had just gotten out of a swimming pool. The only place they went after the swimming pool was through the slushy shop, through to get Grandis's, which would have took about 10, 15 minutes to get through the slushy shop, to get through. I say a total about 20, 25 minutes going through the slushy shop, Sonic's, and picking up Grandis's thing. And then they head straight to a store where they go in. I hear that they, spent only a few minutes. But if you ask me, her hair should not be that dry. Unless you got a blow dryer to blow dry her hair, it should not have been that dry. There's just absolutely no way. What it looks to me like is Candus may be right. She didn't go under the water. Because here, her hair is dry. Here, as you see, look, her hair's dry. And here, her hair is still dry. I don't think she might have even got under the water that day. Now, where the rest of that video came from, I don't know. I'm wondering if it was altered for some reason.
Right.
Could it have been altered? I don't know. It's just a thought. It's a thought. Because I know unless I got a blow dryer, a kid's hair ain't going to be that dry that quick. It should have still showed some signs of being wet. And also, where is that bathing suit? And clearly she ain't got it on under these clothes, because we would see where the pants are wet. They would be stains where, you'll see the dry part of the pants and then the wet part of the pants, because that bathing suit would be drenched. And I know them clothes wouldn't have dried out that quick had there been a bathing suit on underneath them. And not only that, but if you look at the top of her, she's got a pink t-shirt on under here. At the top of the zipper, you can see that there's another top on underneath there, which is like a pink top underneath. So the bathing suit is no longer on her for sure. And not only that, but the bathing suit had a skirt on it, and these pants would be all puffed out if she had that skirt underneath there.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be fitting as well as they do. I mean, all women know that. We put on pants over top of another pair of shorts or a skirt, and we know how the pants are all puffy, underneath. So where's that bathing suit? And how come it wasn't turned over to TBI?
That's what everybody's asking. Where is it?
Um, and I'm thinking that all of this may have been altered in to the video because her hair does look more shaved in this. Even if it's wet, it ain't gonna look that shaved. That's what I'm talking about, and it sure ain't gonna dry back like this. In that short length of time. So something ain't right about all this.
No.
I know the sun dries hair pretty quick, but I have sons, and I'm telling you, all of us have kids. They go swimming, and that hair does not dry that fast. And you can go to the store, you can leave the swimming pool and run through Dairy Queens or run through McDonald's or run through, the ice cream shop, or whatever you want. And you can, run to the grocery store and pick up a few things, with the kids flapping around in their flippers and whatever. And then get home, and that hair is still, they got to get in the shower, take a shower, but even when they go to get towels to go take the shower, their hair is still, even your boys, their hair is still showing signs of wetness. And Summer's hair just was not showing any signs of wetness. Matter of fact, it looked like it had been blow dried. And I know Candus ain't got no blow dryer in her damn pocket running off of batteries. That's crazy. Right?
Well, you're right. You're right.
So yeah, something's seriously wrong.
So if somebody, see, I know this can be done. So, and actually maybe even TBI have done it already, but when they look at those videos and they can do a time lapse on it, you know what I mean? They can actually go back to that day at the swimming hole, and they can actually do a time lapse that will tell when the sun, when the sun is setting or how high the sun is and what time that,
Right.
it was. And I think that's something that should be done with that video because that would tell a lot.
It was only like 80 degrees that day. And like I said, we take our kids swimming. We take our kids swimming when it's damn near 100 out. And matter of fact, that day was pretty cool. A lot of people said, the water would have been pretty chilly that day. And if the water would have been pretty chilly, then her hair, and she supposedly was cold. That's why they put her in the outfit and so forth. Her hair still would not have dried that quick. What I'm saying, we would have noticed wetness around the edges, or we would have noticed there's still been some wetness in that hair somewhere.
Something would have been wet. And not only
Exactly.
that, but if you're going to take your child swimming, where's her towel?
Right.
There's no towel. Nobody seems to know where the swimsuit is. She's not wet. I think you're right. I think that video was from a different time.
Possibility.
Maybe.
I'm just wondering, what was the reasoning? Now I do know that you could take your phone and you can actually play a video and record that video off your phone. You're not actually at the actual place. You're basically recording it
Right.
from another video, and that would be hard to tell if you were actually there or you weren't.
Right. I just don't believe that video was made that day, because like I said, if you're gonna take your kids swimming, or any kids, how come Hunter didn't have a towel either? Where are the towels?
Right.
And even the back seat of the truck doesn't look wet at all. Not
Right.
at all. Even
exactly. I
because,
took note of that as well. And
well,
things ain't going to dry up that
No.
fast. And they say, oh, there's a pillow. No, that pillow was in the back seat of the floor.
Well, even if there was a pillow and one of them were sitting on it, the other one still would have had a wet seat.
Exactly.
And that's why it doesn't add up.
Exactly. But as I said, I do know I do know that you can. I do know that you can video. I absolutely now. Could Grandis have been at the doctor's and Hunter? What I'm saying is, because Grandis wasn't ever in the TikTok video at all. The
No.
only ones that was in the TikTok video was Candus, Summer, and Hunter. I did not see Granny in the video nowhere. So is it very possible that that video happened earlier that morning? Earlier that morning, and Candace, something did go wrong or something, and she did, somehow she could have downloaded it, downloaded it, as I said, and brought it up on another device and videoed it at 12, whatever, more around noon. And that way it would have looked like it was uploaded at the 12 something instead of earlier that morning. I don't know.
Do you want to bring that video back up of her? I think it's just the first one where she's in the water. Okay, so do you see how light it is behind her, and then there's a shadow in front of her? So I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing.
That's like when the sun is that's like when the sun is starting to come up, which to me would be around 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And
Right there
yeah,
too.
that's
Even with the trees there, the sun would have been fully. It would have been
more
the sun.
fully engaged
Yes.
by noon or afternoon. By 12:30, when they said that this video was taken, it was like 12:20 something.
Right.
So if it was taken at 12:20 something, you're right. I think the sun would have been more prominent in the whole area there.
Yeah.
That's but I'm even wondering if this part of it, because if this was not added in, then definitely her hair would not have been that dry, as I said. If no way her hair could have been that dry.
Right. But even one of the seats would have been wet. It's
Right. Exactly.
and if where are the towels? Where are the swimsuit? There's so many
I mean, her hair's just super. Her hair is super dry.
Yeah.
For sure, it is super dry. As you can see, it's blonde as it can be and super dry in this picture.
Okay, and if your daughter was cold and you put the suit on her, this suit, why would you up against 2 gallons of milk?
She completely redressed Summer.
Yeah, you completely redress her and then you lean her up against 2 gallons of cold milk?
Right.
Not a smart mama. No. Not a smart person.
Yeah, something ain't right there.
No. And where are all the groceries in that truck?
I know her hair is short, but it would not have dried. What I'm saying is even your son's hair would not dry that quick. There's going to be wetness left around the edges. There's no way it's going to dry that fast. Unless you are in direct, like if, even you put a pool in the backyard for your kids, they go swimming, and they're running around playing. And, usually parents do this around, I say through the summer. You usually let your kids out in the pool any afternoon. I say probably around 1, 2, 3 o'clock. So even if your kids are out there swimming at 3 o'clock or so forth, and you ain't, and you put pizza on the table, they come in at 3. You throw pizza on the table at 5 o'clock and they come to eat, their hair is still wet.
Yeah.
Their hair, their hair is still wet, even though they've been out in the sun running around. They still have wet hair.
Right.
Um, I see I see a lot of kids that go to swimming pools and so forth, and their hair is wet,
Yeah.
and a lot of them sit, even the boys sit over and they talk and run around, chase each other, um, you know, um, play
Hmm.
games. A lot of them will sit and play games at the swimming pool and so forth after swimming, or eat lunch. And even after they eat lunch, their hair is still, you could see wetness in it.
Right.
That picture, her hair is just too damn dry for me.
So, you know, if Candace really wanted people to know the real truth, like these are the questions that people would like to have answered.
Right.
And if you're not hiding anything,
But
then
even if
answer
that
the
is a true
questions.
right, but even if that's a true video, not to cut you off, but
Right.
even if it was a true video, I'm not, for
R-
instance, let's say it was.
Right.
Um My question is she still lied? She said Summer did not go under the water, and that video clearly shows Summer was under the water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
And
definitely.
if you take note, right? And I'll stop it for you when it comes up. Right there. She looks a little in distress, if you ask me.
She does.
She looks a little in distress right there.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree. She took on too much water right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, if it is true, Candace Steele is a liar.
Yeah.
Why is she always lying? Why is she always lying? Yes, she lie, 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 lie. That's all she
Yeah.
does is lie. And what's the
Because,
point lying? And I know that Allie did not say what she said, Allie said tonight, and I'm not even going to repeat what she said,
oh,
Allie said,
yeah. Oh,
because
there's
that
no
is
way.
weird. I'm going to tell you what PG will say. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Candace, I call bullshit on you because Donald said that she didn't say anything to you except they got your kids. They got your kids. And that's what Allie said is the ha 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 ha, they got your kids. And she might have added the B to it,
Yeah.
calling Candace that. Candace
Yeah.
switched it around like it's something that was not said. That is a lie. And Candace even told me multiple times that what she screamed was ha ha ha. She was laughing. Actually, Candace said they were laughing. Allie and some of her crew over there was
Yeah.
laughing, and Allie screamed, "They got your kids,
Yeah.
not your kid, your kids."
Hmm.
So, um, she was talking about, you know, Candace losing the children, the boys.
Yeah.
If you ask me, Candace is flipping it around now, trying to, she's doing the Donald thing. Donald came out and he tried to bring all of these people out to take the focus you know, off of them. And now Candace, since Donald ain't in the picture, she's trying to come out because the focus foul play came into play on December the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's head just did a swoop right up to 110 Ben Hill Road. We all turned our heads straight up there, like, oh damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now there we
Definitely.
go. And you know what? Nope. Candace didn't want that because all the focus now is right up there on her ass, right?
Yeah.
So what does she want to do? She wants to divert the focus onto anything and everything she can to keep it off of her ass because Donald ain't here to keep it off of them. She's got to do it now. So she's pulling the Donnie.
Yeah.
No, we ain't going to let you do that.
Yeah.
You're not going to pull the Donnie because we were shutting him down left and right before he went into prison right there, or jail, the jailhouse. You know, right before he started doing the jailhouse rock.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we were shutting him down as well. We wasn't letting Donnie run us around the fucking bush no more. And Candus, we're not going to let you come out here and run us around the bush either.
Well,
We ain't listening to your bullshit. It ain't getting there. Because we know where the focus is, and we all did the swoosh right up there, and we're going to all keep that focus right up there.
Yeah.
Because foul play don't mean it was anyone else. It means it was you.
Yeah.
That's what foul play means. They're looking at you.
Yeah. Everybody's
so why
looking
in
at
the hell
you.
are we look? Yeah, why are we looking everywhere else? No, Candus, we ain't letting that happen. Not today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year.
No, not until that little girl is found.
Absolutely. And she will be found. She will be found because people talk. People talk. God has a way. God has a way of getting the truth out of people. And this truth will come forth. At some point, it's going to come forth. And we are going to bring Summer home. And we are going to get that justice that she deserves. Absolutely, we are. We are.
I just believe that somewhere along Candus's life when she was growing up, that somebody never told her not to lie. She is such a con artist. I mean, every time nothing happens to her. I mean, everybody protects her.
Yeah.
She can lie and lie and lie, and these people still protect her. Even Don protects her. I'm like, what are you guys thinking? Something happened from the time she got home till the time she got in that house. Something happened.
Right. Absolutely.
And Don, if you weren't there, then what happened?
Lean on Me made mean videos about PG. Well, and she's in here. Well, God bless her. God bless her.
Yeah, we'll just give you some more. We'll give you more. If you have nothing else to write about, then and do videos about PG, then you have no life, lady. You have no life.
Yeah,
go find something no life.
I just heard they named me something else. I've had so many names. It's been pathetic. I don't even listen to the names anymore because I kept having to check my ID to make sure who I was. That shit was scaring me, giving me PTSD.
Well, I don't think, Teresa, I don't think that PG is spitting facts. We're just looking, we're looking at the videos like anybody else, and we're coming up with ideas that maybe people didn't think of.
I'm going to tell you, fact is on June the 15th, Summer was in the care of Candus and Grandis Wills. That's a fact. A fact is that Jody Sue screamed at 4:30, 4:47 unfounded. Fact. Candus felt that she could tell Jody Sue to go to law enforcement and change everything up. How could you tell somebody go change everything up if you did not collaborate with them to get everything together? That's a fact. There's a lot of facts here. Fact is that at the time, Candus came upon our live right here and said she saw Jody Sue on the road at 4:30, 5 o'clock on June the 15th when she was pulling out to look for Summer. Well, Summer wasn't supposed to, fact is, Summer wasn't supposed to come up missing until after 5:30. So how the hell is she coming out on the road at 4:30 to 5 o'clock trying to find Summer? And what was Jody Sue supposedly standing there for? That's a fact. I mean, we have a lot of facts. Yes, absolutely. And those are called all indiscrepancies is what they're called. It means that Candace's story, her original story, you know, the one, that's my story, bitches, and I'm sticking to it. Well, bitch, you're not. Your story's falling all the hell apart by the second. Because see, the problem is you cannot forget the truth. Absolutely cannot forget the truth because it's the truth. The truth don't change. The truth is the truth. But a lie, lies, you always, when you tell lies, you have to tell another one to cover that one. And the problem with lies is you can't keep up with the lies because they're damn lies.
Yeah.
And lies fall apart because you can't remember, so you can't keep up with everything, and therefore it, you know, that's why you always should tell the truth. I mean, once people figure out you're a liar, and it don't take long to do that because you get caught up in lies. Um, you lost all trust, and once people lose trust in you, they no longer want nothing to do with you. You
Yeah.
know, I
Yeah.
trust. If you do not think relationships are built upon trust, and I'm not just talking about between a man and a woman, I'm talking about between everyone, friends, between parents and children, between aunts and uncles, between, you know, between everybody. I don't care if it's your aunt, your uncle, your cousins, your nephew, your nieces, it doesn't matter. When if you lie to anybody, they lose trust in you, and they really just don't, you know, they don't trust you anymore. You know, it's hard to trust people from the start, but it's really hard to trust people, you know, once you see they can't be trusted. The
Yeah.
first little line, it don't have to be a big lie, just a little, you know, nobody has to lie to kick it, man. You don't have to make up big lies to anyone. And you know, to be honest with you, if you really started telling the truth, you find out that it's much more interesting than anything that ever came out, any lie that came out your mouth anyway. The
Yeah.
truth is beautiful. It's beautiful. And people love hearing, you know, you might think they don't want to hear it, but people love hearing the truth. Absolutely, they do. They live to hear the truth. People want the truth. They need the truth. They like the truth. It's just that no, you know, hardly nobody tells the truth. And everybody's getting used to hearing lies. And therefore, when they hear the truth, they're not believing it. And that's a damn sad thing. PG, you're going into the Genesis Book of Records for the most identities. I think you're right there.
Yeah.
I think you are right. I gotta check into that.
Yeah, I think so. And I'll one person. So, PG, I have to tell you, I'm very angry.
Do you want to tell me while I'm wearing my mustache and my beard?
And what was your name?
Yeah, Detective Columbo. Or was that Caluso? I'm not sure.
Oh, well, no, I'm just kind of ticked off a little bit here because it's like, now, okay, I'm just going to put it out there, everyone. If I had a child missing and I would go on YouTube, and I would be begging and crying. I know I would be bawling my eyes out for people to please help find my child.
Absolutely.
I would not be on somebody else's YouTube channel sitting
Amy
back with
Rose laughing as Deputy Sheriff.
sitting back with a cigarette like I am a superstar. You know? It's and now you're going to create your own YouTube channel. For what? For what? For you? For you to collect money off your daughter's name? I can't say what I want to say about her because I get kicked off this channel.
No, you won't go nowhere unless I do. We had to go together.
We go together. We're going down with the brownies. Grab the pan. Let's go.
We're going down in a burning flame of fire.
Yeah. Well, no, Candus does not realize that BK is just trying to get the information so he can get the money.
Yeah,
No.
why do I care? I ain't monetized anyway. YouTube don't want to hurt my feelings.
No kidding, right?
It's time to be mean.
No, he is. And they deserve each other. Give Don the boot. Let them two have it out together.
I'm gonna write YouTube and tell them I expect apology.
You think that's gonna work? That ain't gonna work.
No, but it's gonna make me feel better.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a good one.
They poked me in my heart.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I definitely agree with you, Susie. Is it Susanna? Susanny? Susanny?
So
I think
Suzanne.
it's Suzanne. It's pretty. Don't Candace realize that BK is trying to get the information so he can get the money? Absolutely. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%, sweetheart. You're absolutely right on that one. No, she don't. She's not that smart. She ain't that smart. If she was that smart, BK'd have been gone a long time ago. BK. Mind you,
BK.
I can't even go to Burger King no more now. Be like dodgeball.
That's a good one. Oh, did you hear BK call Candus?
Ass tonight. She got all happy seeing her BK.
Oh yeah, she gets all googly eyed and she gets all smiles and it's like put your teeth in. You can be smiling at him like that. Put your teeth in. And Benny be saying, "You're gonna have those in when I get up there." Just wait, let me run to the bathroom. Benny's here. I gotta put my teeth in.
Oh shit.
She'd be talking to him and all of a sudden them damn things will fall right out of her mouth when she sees him.
She, her big BK.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that was good. Yeah. Wow. I'm just reading some of these chats. It's
Yeah.
they're hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, I think BK is gonna be looking for a BJ too. That went through her off panel. I lost her. That is hilarious. I'm bringing you back.
Oh my goodness, it was so funny. I knocked myself out.
I just hope I don't fall over in my rocker.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh, that was good.
Yeah. Maura, that's true. That is gross.
It is.
Benny.
I don't know.
Oh,
At this point, I think they both deserve each other. I mean, like, I don't know. If I had to rate her, I'd say a 2, and him probably a 2 too. So, I just yuck. Not even with a 10-foot pole. Wouldn't touch neither with none of them. Neither one of them.
If I had to rate them, I'd have to look around and see if there is a rate for them. I think 2 fucking cents would be too high. I ain't paying it.
No, I ain't looking at it either. No.
And I ain't taking it if it's free.
No. Well, really, there is nothing free in life. You'll pay for it one way or the other. Yeah. Yeah.
That's why you leave it alone like it's hot.
Yeah, that's right. Walk away from that shit.
Don't look back.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You ever be walking down a dark alley and you want to turn around but you afraid? That's the feeling you would get when you get up down them two.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
whoa. Yeah, 2 cents too high. That is absolutely the truth.
Well, I was being nice, you guys.
Mara, I can't put that comment up here, but you know what Ernie said. There was 5 and Candus retrieved 2 back.
I heard
That
she
was
went to the
funny
Family
shit.
Dollar. She went to the Family Dollar the next day to buy all the batteries.
They said she need a generator.
Oh, yeah.
Benny's
Jeez.
over there taking up donations now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
heard that.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Mm.
And Ernie should know because he's the one that we had a fast one up there. He had to watch that moving camera to leave him. He said his only fear was getting him thrown back at him. That is disgusting. That was funny stuff.
Let's see.
They both are gross.
Well, you think? I mean, you didn't even have to say that. Anytime anybody sees them, they just think it.
Did you see Benny? Did you see Benny bent over looking between his legs?
Yes.
While he was talking to Doug.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was trying to give him a lashing or turn him on.
I was thinking he's been in that position before.
I was like, yeah.
You've been there before,
I was all confused.
Well, I was waiting for him to do something. I was like, okay, you're just gonna, all right. You've been in that position before for a long time then, because you held out there for like.
I expected him to show Doug a lot more than he did.
Well, I was too. Actually, when he bent over like that, I thought he was gonna moon him on YouTube.
I hear he saves that for other people's channels.
Would yours be number 1?
He ain't coming up here. I see Benny's gonna be like, nope.
Nope.
Kicked off right now.
Yep.
Did you see what he did to Ernie? Man, that
What?
yeah. He bombed him with some bad stuff. I was like, whoa.
Oh yeah, them two have been going back and forth.
He's like, I got you.
I don't know.
What? I would think if you got yourself having to look at that man. What the hell? You got yourself going and searching for that.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm beginning to wonder if it's just a game them two play back and forth, or if it's for real.
Yeah, he was trying to do something with Ernie. That was
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
I mean,
did you see the one
why
where
didn't he just send him a Valentine or something?
Little box of hearts, candy,
flowers, something.
Something. I don't know. Could have sent back one of those dildos. I'm sure Candus said, "Here, send this back to Ernie."
Yeah, Joe, Candus is used to lying. She is. Candus is used to lying to herself. Yeah, that's true. She does. She believes herself. And that might be how she passed that lie detector test, because obsessive compulsive liars, they really do believe what they say. They believe it. And to them, that makes it fact. These people are dangerous.
Yeah.
especially when you find those kind of people around you. They're very dangerous. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay away from that hill.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've all um been introduced to those.
Oh yeah, we all have them around us.
At one point or time in life, we've all met that damn liar that, you know, I mean, they say somebody did something, they tell the person to their face, they're like, whoa. And that person didn't do what they saying they did, but I'm like, damn, what's wrong with your head? You let me hit you hard enough to knock you back. Correct that and fucking defect you got there, buddy. Something wrong with your head. Your marbles ain't right. Straight up out here.
Sometimes they'll do it right in front of you, and you can catch them.
Yeah,
And they'll lie to you.
They'll say, yeah. I mean, an obsessive compulsive liar will stand there and tell you said something that you absolutely did not say. It's like, what?
Yeah, it's like, hey,
I mean, you can work that shit on other people, but you ain't gonna work it on me. We got problems now, real problems.
Yeah, they didn't get cracked hard enough when they were born.
Yeah. I mean, they're like sick in the head.
Yeah.
They believe their damn lies. And Candus, possibly she's one of those type of people, I don't know. I mean, I haven't ever really tried to evaluate her or anything.
I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, that's scary. Jody Sue's bad enough.
Oh, that one's way out there.
Whoa.
I mean, like, throw her a line and reel her back in because she is way out there.
Candy's probably said 50 different ways in a chair saying, ask me that question now. and probably the guy giving the test said, you look at that? Would you look at that? Look at that.
50 did. I can't believe that's so funny. That's hilarious.
The instructor.
Oh.
What the hell?
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Oh, no. When Candus looks at Benny, she's living in a fantasy land. She sees Benny and, she does drool, but I don't know. Something bad is going to happen out of that.
Man, she's crazy.
Yeah, something bad.
You look at Benny and drool.
Yeah.
And, for me, it would be vomit. Drool, that's fucking vomit.
Oh, yeah.
Showed up in my mouth.
That's probably, that's probably why she cleaned the inside of her house.
Now that good looking Ernie, that's a whole new story there.
At
least he's pleasant to look at.
Right. But, what is it? Gang. I don't know. They're probably going to do a gang bang up there, when Betty gets there. Benny and all her friends and his friends. Orgy time.
I'm going to tell you something. I'd rather be walking through a bad area with
poison
than I would Benny. Let me tell you that right now, because I'm going to tell you something. you go through there with Ernie, and I tell you what, he's mean with his hands. Just imagine if you gave him a stick. Benny needs a stick from the beginning.
That he does.
That kind of shit right there scares me, because once he throws that piece of wood, I know where he's going. He's gone. Once he loses that stick, he's gone. At least Ernie's gonna stay there. That's how you tell the difference.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I don't
that
know.
that
Benny's
Ernie's a
like,
mean little thing.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
And the same with Benny, far out there too himself. I don't know. It's, it's like, I don't know. I might have to get a few fishing poles to reel them all back into Earth because they're way gone. They live in a fantasy world.
I'm gonna tell you, they're funny though.
Oh, yeah, they are. They are. Yeah.
I haven't ever seen. In my life, I ain't seen a case like this yet. It is a one of a kind.
Well, can you imagine what TBI has to go through? I mean, like, I bet their head is spinning. Their heads have to be spinning from this case. You know?
And it should be.
Why? Yeah, it should be. You know?
It's got PG's head spinning, so
Yeah, yeah, it's got
I'm like,
everybody's. Not
it
for her,
needs
not for
it,
Benny
need-
or Mom, though. You know,
it
Mom
needs to
can.
spin theirs twice as much.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't even. I can't even comprehend that she's gonna have her own YouTube channel.
Or he says, I at least want someone that's pleasant to look at too, PG. Even she agrees. She's like, yeah.
Yeah, well,
At
we all
least.
do. We all do. Where is everybody tonight? Is Teresa here?
Yeah, Teresa's in here. I seen her earlier.
Well, she needs to come up and have some fun.
Yeah, I don't know why she ain't been up lately.
I don't know.
I love to hear her. I love to hear her little boy in the background.
Yeah,
He'd be joining the chat.
yeah, you would be. I like that. Ernie going bang bang on BK. I wonder if Ernie's gonna be wearing his ninja outfit. You just said the other
Yeah,
night.
Cam got gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Cam's rubbing off on Benny.
Oh yeah.
Benny's come crybaby now.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't say nothing about her.
No.
Because he ain't got nothing to say. He done said it all.
Oh, somebody's on the phone here. Oh, I gotta
Okay.
mute myself. I'll mute myself out.
Ken is going to Grummy the dummy. Ew. That is gross. Ernie will get Benny one way or another. He was pissed last night. Said, I can't stand it. Yeah, I heard that. I so heard that. Don't blame him. Benny's a jag, I swear. Yeah, Benny's just like, ugh. I don't understand why he does the thing. I mean, whoa. What he did to Ernie was disgusting. I mean, and like I said, that ain't thinking past the end of his nose because how about all of these other people that he offended with those pictures, I mean, that was super disgusting. And he wants to talk about God. Man, God's so far away from that dude I wouldn't doubt if God ain't about to turn his face for Benny, the way Benny's doing things. Yeah, that was super disgusting. She said all I can say, PG, last night and tonight before I seen you, where the hell is PG? She
Well,
must have missed me.
I missed you. I waited up till like 10:30 for you. Then I'm like, no, I'm going back to bed. You're going to bed. She's not coming up.
PG was driving her kids insane. I hadn't. I don't get to spend much time with them, so um, I decided to make them miserable.
Oh, hey, PG, read this vocabulary police chat. Read that one. Do you see it?
It's vocabulary.
Yeah,
Oh
vocabulary
yeah.
police. I'm dead serious, PG. You need some content and stop all that laughing. Nothing funny going on here. Oh,
Oh.
I'm so sorry, but you're not scaring us.
Oh my god.
I mean, when we get to laughing, there's nothing really serious here. But when we get to talking about summer, we're serious. We're serious on a lot of subjects. But when we laugh, we laugh.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with laughing.
No.
Nothing at
Everybody
all.
needs it.
They should try it sometime.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Instead of
all I
telling,
got to say to vocabulary police, and that's a good name for you because I bet you anytime someone um doesn't pronounce a word correctly, you're one of those people that point it straight out like
yeah.
it's supposed to be said that way. There ain't no such word as ain't.
Eat.
I bet you there is.
No, there ain't. Easy.
You 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 ain't going to get blocked right now. Because we like you. We
Yeah.
like everybody.
Yeah.
We just like that.
Making fun of others. Maybe someone is doing it to you, is doing the same to you. Well, we know they are.
Well, hell yeah, they are.
I mean, like every day they talk about PG and make fun of her.
Absolutely.
I mean,
And I bet they're getting a kick out of it. And you know what? It's gonna make them live longer because they're laughing, And if I could bring some laughter into somebody's life and extend it a little bit longer, hey, cool.
Yeah,
I'm getting a gift in heaven.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So, there you go.
So I guess I would have to say to you guys, I mean, like, you should learn to laugh with us. Have fun. Don't, laughter is good for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you're always going to have,
Yeah, I know.
you're always going to have that one kink you can't work the fuck out in the morning.
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
And you're going to be like, when the hell did I become my parents? Well, it seems like we got a kink in here.
Yeah, a couple of them actually, but that's okay.
I think it's vocabulary. Is that spelled with the B or P? You tell I didn't ever win no spelling contest.
Oh my gosh, that was good.
Disgrace to my family.
Poor PG. Somebody says I can't spell tonight. Cam and Allie's. Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents once told me I should be a role model, and I started, rolling back and forth across the floor. Like, what the hell are you doing? I was trying to roll around, look pretty. What the hell? You said I should be a role model.
No.
Don't put ideals in my head, man, and then shut me down. That shit wasn't good for my self-esteem.
No, apparently not. Oh man. Oh good. That's good. Oh. Well, hey, you guys, we all know that Candus is getting herself ready for Benny in March. She probably tried to hire somebody to come and clean her house. Yeah.
That's why.
With all his gang bang money or
That's why
whatever
all the
you call it.
beauty parlors shut down out there and and used the big C word as an excuse. But really, it was the C word was Candus.
No, not enough money.
They
Can't pay
afraid
me
they was
enough.
going to get sued for not wanting to take it on. Like, they all in the back of the shop saying, shh, shh.
We're closed. We're closed.
Did she walk by or she trying to get in?
How come you didn't put up that close sign?
Who left the door open?
Hello, anybody in here?
I know it's you. Your ass is going to go out there and take care of this one.
You're going to find a new chair at another place because you're fired.
Right?
You never leave that door open when she comes to town. I mean,
we're going to hire Jody Sue because she knows what the fucking car sounds like before it ever gets there. Just hire her to sit and listen.
Oh yeah. Hey, Brown Bear Jamboree. I agree with you. That is so disrespectful for Candus to have another man come and stay at her home. She says I never could do that.
Oh, I got one. I got one for I got one for
Must be good.
I got one for the Twilight Zone. Here we go.
Under alien control.
Hold on.
Not under alien control. What the hell was that? I'm not under alien control. What the hell was that?
That was a good one from Ashley.
That was a good one. Oh, you tell her to keep them coming.
That was funny as hell, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's some funny shit there. Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good. So she says that she loves Don, but she's not in love with Don. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Because does she love Benny now? Wait, is she in love with Benny now?
Yeah, she's in love with Benny. She loves Dawn. But she's in love with Benny.
Oh,
She loves Dawn, but she was in love with Jose. Damn, there's a difference.
Is I'm not quite sure.
PG just got my educated. I got mama educated.
Yeah, that girl is all messed up. Yeah, she's messed up. I don't think that she knows what really true love is. You know, she just don't know.
Oh shit, Jose got up there before Benny. Benny ain't coming. I think if Ernie got up there before Benny, Benny ain't coming.
Yeah. Do you have a picture of Jose? Because I've never seen what he looked like.
Yeah, I think I do somewhere.
Yeah, you'll have to show that sometime. I mean, like, I'm just all wondering.
I'll bring it up tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up tomorrow night. Tonight though, we gotta be careful because I tell you why. I heard Candus was about to show Dawn she loves him. She ain't in love with him, but she loves him. We know what she's up to. Law enforcement better go and get her.
I don't know where you get this stuff from.
That was another one of Ashley.
Oh my god,
Ashley straight up filled up my thing with these things.
funniest shit I ever seen. Oh my god.
And just imagine, man, she used them 5 spoons to dig herself up there. Wait a minute, let's see that again. Oh, she forgot to put the bowl on her head. It might still have some soup in it.
It's something. There's some. Just legs. She says, I can't keep up with this program. Bring the tissue. Bring the Kleenex because you're going to laugh. Oh, I should have had music with it. Yeah.
That cracks me up.
Come on, you know, if Candus is watching, she's got to be laughing. I mean, like, who... I mean, if somebody was making those pictures of me, as stupid as I am, I'd be laughing at them too.
I would too. I'd be sitting there cracking up.
No kidding, I would be too. Oh my god, hilarious, hilarious. Somebody hit her. Yeah.
That's one of those things, man. It's not like, you know, it's not like dropping something on your foot and you know, a big old rock or something, and everybody laugh but you, and then later you get to laugh. But this is like right now laugh.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Somebody said, no, I'm sorry, whoever posted about a paper bag, but that's still not good enough.
I'd be like, damn, let me get that. I want to keep it. I'd be grabbing it up like it's a souvenir.
I could use that paper bag at home. Are you kidding? She be putting the dirt back in the hole so B can't get out. What that? Maybe I didn't read that right. Are you kidding? She be putting dirt back in the hole so B
Don
can't
could
get out. Oh, so Don could get
Okay, listen, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with everybody. This is her making sure Don's still in jail.
Yeah, she's gonna be making
Benny is
sure
safe.
he don't get out.
It's safe to come. He's still here.
Yeah. Kind of makes me wonder what Benny's wife thinks of all this. Or wait, do you think Benny's mama's going with him?
Yeah, I hear Grandis is up there, and he told her not to leave.
My mama gonna come and visit you, Grandis. I'm gonna come visit Candus. I don't know.
They're gonna have a party.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have big party.
I heard they're gonna have McDonald's and everything.
Yeah, cheeseburgers and fries. Her favorite. What a cheap ass date.
And they're gonna do some karaoke like they did the last time Benny was up there.
Oh my god.
They're gonna do some karaoke. Only this time they're gonna go to the mud hole instead of the swimming instead of the hotel pool, because they ain't allowed back there no more.
Well, it takes them 3 days to disinfect it after they.
I heard the manager lock those doors, put a camera system up.
You are not welcome.
And even some smell sensors. If it senses that smell again, it's going wrong.
Are we going back to the hotel?
Yeah, the hotel.
Could you please put extra towels in there and extra soap? Maybe throw some deodorant in there for her too. Get her a little shampoo or something. Yeah.
I heard before they left, they pushed the whole towel rack out with them. But Candace was what the hell's those? And he's like, I'll give them to my mom. I forgot you all dry off in the sun.
Yeah. Great. Because there's no towels for anybody that went swimming, was there? Yeah.
Jump out of the shower and run straight outside.
Well, I probably wouldn't even go to the hotel.
Yeah.
No. Who was here? Yeah, that Benny Keys and Candace Bly. Yeah, they were here. Yeah, I'll go find another hotel. And it's going to take you 2 weeks to disinfect this place.
Yeah. Like, why are you getting a hotel on the other side of the state line if you're going into Tennessee?
Yeah. You know,
Because there ain't no way in hell I'm going to take the risk of bumping into that hotel.
those poor housekeepers would have to wear hazmat suits.
I tell them, trust me, it's worth the drive.
Oh man. Let's see. Oh yeah, I bet they're right. It says here, you bet your ass that Ellie is gonna show Don what Candace said and use that against to their advantage. I bet they do too. I bet they show him everything. TBI. I bet they show him just about everything on YouTube. Get him all worked out. Maybe he'll start talking.
Here's the link. Somebody wants a link?
Yeah, come on up.
Absolutely. Come up, join the party.
Yeah. I'm just disappointed that Pearl Garden does not have any brownies to share with anybody tonight. I think that's why she didn't come up last night, because she ate them all. She's like, I'm going to finish these off and I better not go live.
I found out how to put that one ingredient in papers.
Finally.
Ran out of tobacco. I had to smoke it.
Oh, no. Oh, well. No, everybody's just like, Benny, Benny, Benny. Oh, glad Candace got her tubes tied. They won't have any little bennies running around. Oh, good Lord, one is enough. We don't need another.
Well, if it ain't plumb crazy, you have to open that camera up plumb crazy and let me see you. Oh, plumb crazy's having trouble with their device. Must be in a remote area.
Oh,
Aw,
that's a bummer.
yeah.
Try it again. You don't like it, you can leave. It's like, jokes. Yeah, if people don't like us laughing, then, take a hike. You're welcome here, to be on PG's channel. But, if you're going to sit here and dog us, go someplace else. We're having fun. Oh, I see Queen Bee hasn't been buzzing around tonight, has she? I wonder where she went. Peregrine must have put herself on mute. Guess I'll take over for a few minutes. Last week, did you get it? Oh, the bee be on the lookout. Well, we be looking for that queen bee.
Oh, there's Queen Bee and Plum Crazy. Damn, we got them both from up here in one shot. Whoa.
Nice.
Plum, it says Plum Crazy Queen Bee.
Well, come on up.
Yeah, why not? Show thy face.
Yes. We would like to see what the queen looks like.
Yeah, thou shalt be blessed upon
Yes.
the panel.
Yeah.
I give you my blessing. Plum
Treat.
Crazy, what are you doing playing with your avatar? That thing looked like a purple mess. Yeah, and your device is not the only thing that is not connected. Damn. Queen Bee, she had a bee in her bonnet, but I think it's really up her ass.
Yeah, I think so
We
too.
have issues like
Yeah.
with PG. I'm like, whoa, you know,
Oh,
she ain't
yeah.
getting no honey. I done
No.
told her she ain't getting no honey.
No.
No, we ain't spreading the love over here to no queen bees.
I don't know.
I'm gonna stick all my honey in my cornbread.
You know, I've never had cornbread. I have never had cornbread.
Man, I ain't been able to bake none lately because I'm too busy baking brownies.
Stockpile them in the freezer.
Only one thing made me cry right now. My oven break down.
Oh. Hey, you can microwave brownies, okay? I'm just saying, you can. You know, you're not a total loss yet. Cornbread.
Yeah.
I'm serious, you guys. I've never had cornbread.
Really?
Never.
You ain't ever had cornbread in your life?
Nope, never had cornbread in my
Wow.
life. Never had. What
Oh,
do you
it's
guys call
good.
them? Do you guys call them? What is it? Greens or I don't know.
I can make real cornbread. I like it sometimes, but it ain't as good as that Jiffy's cornbread mix. You buy it
Oh,
at the store. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Oh no,
I'm
never
gonna tell
had
you.
it.
It tastes more like cake than it does cornbread.
Oh, does it?
Oh yeah, it's real good with hot butter on it. Oh Lord,
We'll have
easy to
to.
make too. You just throw it in a bowl, throw a couple eggs in there on it, some milk, and stir it up, and throw it in a pan and bake it for a little bit.
Well, we'll have to try that. Ask Candus, Cornbread Mafia.
Yeah,
Way to go, Teresa. That was a good one.
and just call her on phone. Cornbread Mafia.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I place an order?
Fuck you, Cynthia.
She, I mean, I don't know, but when Dr. Phil mentioned that, man, I don't know if it was fake or real, but she really lost her shit that day. You know, of crying. All he said was Cornbread Mafia, and she just lost her shit. And it's like, did you burn it?
Yeah. And I'm telling you, like Donald was at work way before that, way before he ever even went on the behavioral panel thing.
Yeah.
Telling me because we was talking about the Mexican mafia. You remember when they was talking about the Mexican mafia?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, me and him was talking about the Mexican mafia, and I was like, you know, that's crazy shit. You know, that they be talking about a Mexican mafia hiring you up or whatever. I thought it was funny, you know, because
Wow.
really, I mean, we are talking about a cartel type thing.
Yeah.
And they're gonna, you know, they're implicate people like Donald Well. Oh hell no, that ain't happening. I can tell you now, it ain't.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you
I
right
mean,
now.
this guy ain't got a brain.
There ain't no way.
They don't hire people like that.
No.
And
those moonshiners in those hills ain't gonna let no Mexican mafia up in them hills.
And then, but he mentioned, no, at the time he mentioned the cornbread mafia, and that made me laugh even more. I
Yeah.
was like, you are kidding, because now I'm thinking, and I'm not being rude to
No.
Southern folks, because I'm a Southern folk myself. So
Yeah.
and I'm proud to call myself a damn hillbilly. Absolutely, positively.
Well,
You
I
might
don't
call me
think there's
hillbilly
any.
all day long.
I don't
Redneck,
know.
you
I
bet
don't.
your ass, I'm a redneck. But anyway, I keep my Christmas lights on all year long.
Yeah.
You bet your ass I do. Helps me see anybody coming.
I
And shows them I'm a lot crazier than they are. They
Yeah.
took theirs down.
Oh, I didn't take the Christmas tree down at work. I leave my Christmas tree at work up all year long, and I decorate it for every
Absolutely.
holiday. And it's like, and then and the tree is 14 foot. Do you think I'm going to take that down every year? Ain't happening.
Yeah.
I'm not. No, we're not doing this.
Drive it home on top of your car. And back to work.
Decorating
Yeah,
it.
right.
Yeah, ain't happening.
Stuff it under the bed. Like, what the hell?
But did you know he went from mafia to kidnap? Wait, how'd it go? Mafia to abduction to kidnapping. He couldn't even make up his mind which one it was. So what else could there be? Abduction, kidnapping, cornbread mafia, the Mexican mafia.
He's like,
I mean, like, it could have been the schoolboy from down the road too.
he's
what I
like, I'm going to see her in the resurrection.
Yeah.
We loved her. Loved.
Yeah. Everything was past tense.
She was so sweet and kind. Was.
Was?
And then he's like, people don't like talking about that. I'm past tense, so I guess I gotta say is.
Yeah,
Or
is.
I'm like, what are
Yeah.
you doing? Oh my gosh. And this is the way it was from day one. From day one.
So, not to interrupt you, but somebody had said, I mean, like, because I gotta check out just a few YouTube channels, but somebody said, and it's just, I'll just tell you what they said. So, that back door, you could the back door was always locked, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you could unlock it from the inside, but you couldn't the out.
Right.
You could, okay, and you
you couldn't see in, but you could see out.
Right. So somebody is saying, I mean, like, this is their theory, that Don was home, okay, and if he was at that back door, Summer would have locked that back door, took her down the hill, and he wasn't supposed to hear her scream, and he heard the scream. And that's where they're thinking, that he wasn't supposed to hear her scream. And this is what's eating him. This is what's coming up, why he's coming up with all these stories. I know, but
I'm going to tell you something. That poor, beautiful little blue-eyed, blonde-headed baby girl, let me tell you now. No. Summer Moon Utah Wells, I do not believe she was ever in that basement at all. I do not believe that. I believe she came right back out that front door.
Yeah.
And met her fate, her fate right there, right then, with the monster.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, that monster was her own mom.
Yeah.
And and I don't need to tell on them, because they told on themselves from day one. Nobody needs to tell on them. They told on themselves.
Yeah.
And that's why December the 15th we got, foul play.
Yeah.
And we heard there is no sign of an abduction. No sign of an abduction.
Right.
No signs. And I can't say whatsoever, because, the law would not say no sign if there was any sign. There's no sign.
No, there isn't any sign.
And unfounded scream means it did not happen.
Right.
It's just all bullshit.
Well, yeah, and I do believe it is too. I believe it is too that something happened from the time they got to that house. Whether it was
My best impression of Donald Wells, you fucking bitch. What the fuck you doing, sissy? You
yeah,
fucking bitch.
yeah, yeah. Shut up! I'm trying to fucking talk here, and she's in the background. Why don't you just go lay that fucking bitch? And I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm listening to these two talk to each other like this.
He's like, he like comes up on Ziggy's panel like what? Somebody's gonna be like, oh, okay, let's get off of here. Yeah, right. No, let's talk about summer. You
Yeah.
know, let's
Well,
talk about
yeah.
summer.
And that's why I'm wondering, she's coming up with this. She's on YouTube, kick back, like, hey, I'm a rock star now. Look what you guys did to me. And now I'm going to come up with my own
Yeah,
YouTube channel.
8 fucking months later, she's my daughter. I love my daughter.
Yeah.
That's my daughter. What
Yeah.
the bitch? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. That's
Are
right.
you kidding me? 8 months later, where the hell was you back on June the 15th? Where
And
was you July the 15th, August the 15th,
yeah.
September, October, November? Fuck, where was you December?
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
ask you another question, bitch. Where was you in January?
Yeah. Yeah.
You fucking really? February?
I
You're
mean,
going to come out, and you didn't even come out on the 15th. It's like the 24th, Candus, or 25th. I'm not sure. It depends on where we are, but there you
but if
go. And
if it was,
she's going to say now something, when she's going to get a YouTube,
yeah. What
you
is she
know,
going to say?
when
What
she
is she
can
going to
collect
say?
more money. The last 8 months, she's been up on the hill hiding, collecting everything she possibly could. What's the matter, Candace? Is the donations running out? Now you
Yeah.
guys got to think of buying, making up T-shirts and all kinds of other bullshit to keep your money flow coming in.
Yeah.
Because you used your daughter for a fucking piggy bank.
That's what she did.
You know,
That's
you
what
you
a
you
lot of
know.
them
Oh
did.
oh. Let's show everybody her room. A painted up nasty nightstand from some yard sale or set side the road in the garbage that you picked up and took there. And where the hell is that? Where the hell is the carpet in the bed? And the white bed and the dresser and the chest and all the good things.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm plumb crazy.
Gonna try it again.
I need to see you. All right. If you want to close the camera, I'll let you up on panel.
Hello.
Hello?
Can you
Hello.
hear me?
I sure can.
Prayer Garden, don't you let Donald go down by himself now. Did you watch Cracking Cases?
Oh, I watched Cracking Cases tonight when Candace was sitting there throwing him under the bus.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did you see where Benny come on there trying to intervene?
I know I must have missed that
No,
part.
I missed that too.
Yeah, Benny come on there trying to intervene, like trying to shut Candace up. Then all of a sudden you heard Allie be quiet.
Really.
That's messed up. Yeah. Benny is all about the money, and I told Allie she needs to listen to Candace because
Yeah.
they're both of them is just as equal. Candace is more, but Donald, I do believe he did know.
You believe he what?
Oh, you believe that Donald knew? He knows what happened to Summer.
If he wasn't there, I know Candace told him.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Donald knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Donald knew.
Candace is thinking, all right, Donald's in there, he's gonna take the route, he ain't never getting out. Then all this essay with the sisters, which I back them because I'm an essay survivor myself. I back them, but you know what? Candace's old ugly ass needs to go down too while she making all this money on YouTube and I'd love to know her YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, me too. I
But
would probably
yeah,
get booted
Prayer
out.
Garden, don't you let Donald go down without Candace.
Oh, let me tell you something. Donald ain't going down without Candace. Absolutely not. But it ain't Prayer Garden that has to keep Donald from going down without Candace. It'll be his family. His family.
Have
He's
have
got one of
you
those. He's got one of those families that they hate the hell out of each other. They really hate the hell out of each other when everything's good. But when everything gets bad, he's got a family that actually sticks together, and they're going to make sure Candace's ass goes down right along with everybody else. So, matter of fact, I wouldn't
yeah,
doubt if Donald don't end up just telling the truth before he gets out
BK
of jail.
Yeah, BK
Oh,
came up there like he was mad at Allie and Cam, and Cam was like, "Look, this was unannounced. I didn't know Candace was coming up."
Oh,
And
Benny been
and
trying to cock block everything, with that cock
yeah,
where it
and
comes to, where it came to Don and Candace. Um,
yeah.
Donna was
Hold,
kind of
hold
sick.
on, Prayer Garden. Hold on, my husband got my phone. I kept trying to come up earlier
Oh, okay.
on one, so that's me on the other one, because he was trying to fix my phone.
Oh, all right.
All right, but it's
well,
fixed now. Thank you, baby. Yeah, it's working. But yeah, Candace was
yeah.
like, "No, no, no, just let me tell, just let me tell." So,
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of that, then BK came in, and Candace was like, "Well, BK wants blah blah blah," and then I mean, go back and watch it. I
BK
think
came.
it started 46.
BK came in because I want
Timestamp
to tell you what,
46.
that dude's the devil.
Oh yeah. Oh
He's
yeah.
the fucking devil right there, man. He ain't about Summer. He ain't about Summer and getting the truth and getting her home and getting justice. I thought he was. I really did.
Nope.
I
Yeah.
honestly believed he was. But you know what? No, he isn't. He isn't. What he's about is the money. And he
Mm-hmm.
even said on his own YouTube
Yeah,
that
he
he
fixed
wasn't
it, babe.
about Summer. He was, he's not for the kids in the cases.
Did
He is
anybody in
for
the chat? Did
he is
anybody
for
in the chat see
he is for the
cracking
underdog.
cases?
He's for the underdogs. And that's the parents or whoever did whatever they did to the victim.
Yeah,
And you
BK
know
was
something?
like
I don't want
Candace,
nothing
and
to
then
do with people like that.
he was overriding what Candace was saying, and then
Oh,
Candace kind of mute, and then
Right.
Cam said, "Do you got anything else you want to say?" And if you noticed, Allie went quiet
Well, Allie got
because
scared.
Allie
She got scared of
has
BK.
kids. Well, no,
Right.
well,
And
you know
BK
what?
threatens your
I
child.
think,
He
yep,
threatens your family. He does.
yep, yep.
And I promise you, he will try to send child services to your house. He would. I mean, this dude, um, he has like he has no scruples whatsoever,
I
and that's the truth.
wish, I wish
well,
Don would call more than just Candace on the phone, because Don needs to know that she's throwing him under. I'm not in love with him no more. He's just the father of my children. And BK was like, well, 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 and BK was either even kind of stumped by what he was trying to say, why Candace was trying to say what she was saying. And then Allie and Cam were like, oh my God, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of just didn't know what happened here.
I think a lot of it had to do with. Did you guys see the cash apps rolling in? I mean,
Yeah.
some of them were $99.99. Well, Benny's watching that crap going down. He's like, oh no, 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 this isn't happening.
But
She's my cash.
if you were watching
Here's
BK's
my
live,
here's the message.
if you were watching BK's live yesterday, people were trying to send Candace money, but BK had them sending it to his, and then he would send it to Candus.
Yeah, I saw that. I
That's
saw
messed
that.
up. That's messed up. BK nor Candace needs any kind of money because I watched another YouTuber that lives in Tennessee that has been individuals, and she she's pretty smart, and even she said Candace can find a job. Even though BK, when Candace talks about a job, BK stops her in his lives talking about, well, you can't get one because of the YouTubers. No.
Right.
You
Well,
are stopping her from getting a job
well, she said
because
that
you
she
keep
couldn't.
shutting her up.
Yeah, but she did say that she could not get a job because,
Yeah, because of this case and everything, but that's BS.
yeah.
You know,
And
But
that's
we
there's
all have to
pure BS.
remember, we all
But
have to
we have
remember that,
other YouTubers that live in Tennessee, and they're all saying Candace has a automobile. Candace can get a job because it is much needed there in Tennessee. They need so much help in every area that Candace could get a job.
but I don't think her education goes past ninth grade.
She can lay sheetrock. I mean,
Well,
that's
I
what
know.
she
I know.
does.
Well, yeah, she can get a job. She can get a job. You know,
I'm
because
I'm I'm not gonna
as she
take up.
says, I'm doing it all on my own anyways. You know, if you're doing it all on your own, then get out and get a job,
She's
right?
doing it all
Absolutely.
on her own because
Oh, let me tell
everybody's
you,
feeling
she's got
sorry
90.
for her and sending cash out to her
She's
and
got
Denny.
90 some $1,000, or well, more than that now, because hell, that was 2 months ago. So she's got like, but at that time, she got $300 out of the bank, left the receipt laying where um somebody got to see it, and it was like 92,000 and some dollars left in the account.
Per garden,
And
let me ask you, how has he shut you down because you draw disability and you get a check off of your husband, but he draws disability too?
Well,
um,
because he has it in his mom's name.
I don't draw no disability,
Hmm.
Okay, well,
and
however, he stopped you from getting it. I mean, he's getting it too.
But he
um,
has all that. He has those. He has that set up in his mom's name. I know he's collecting disability, but he has it set up in his mom's name. Yeah.
But it doesn't matter if you push
Well,
the issue, and I think a lot of people on YouTube does not understand this. If they press the issue, BK knows a lot. BK did not leave Tennessee when Molly and them went down there
and
crying,
Candace can
crying.
get a job. She can get a job.
Yes,
And
she can.
she can work from home right now with COVID going on. There's a lot of jobs that allow you to work at home. I mean, I'm fortunate enough right now to be working from home.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of people on here. I mean, including myself, that have reported him. And there's a lot of people on PG's channel that have reported him also. And they're still not shutting him down.
Well, he is sickening. He is sickening when it comes to children. He is sickening when it comes to women. He is
Well, he thinks he's
sickening when it
saving the
comes
world.
well, he is sickening when it comes to men. He is just
Mhm.
sickening to everything. I do not know how the boy, because you don't call that a man,
No, he's
how
a
the
Right.
boy.
boy keeps going.
And he got my shit shut down. And I'm actually looking into the DoorDash thing to do on the weekends right now, so I can afford to keep, going, keep my YouTube and keep all my stuff going because he's got me locked.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. If we had a thing going where his mom is making money
Yeah.
through
And
I
his
know
mom probably is on Social Security, and you're only allowed to make so
exactly.
much over.
Exactly.
Um,
And he is steadily making it. No matter if he sends it out or not, it hits his first.
because I know that my uncle he gets Social Security because he retired, and after you hit a certain age, I think he was saying that once he hits 65 or something, he can make whatever he wants. But he took the early um, retirement or something, and but up until then, he can't make over so much money a year.
Yeah, he can only work like 10 hours a week, is all he could do. If he's,
So
you know,
you
but
know,
so maybe we all need to sign, get a petition going to shut that channel down.
because
Well, look,
I did a live stream. He said it was okay to do a live stream with him, and so I did. And being dumb and not taking it private or whatever, then what happened? Because I trust people when they say, I thought if you have their permission, then it's okay. But I guess not. Whether you have someone's permission or not, if you run a live stream, they can report you. And it doesn't matter if you are not, the YouTube has rules. And the rules are you are not to play anyone else's content, um, or they can strike you.
well,
Mm.
So,
well, if you drop them
like Ernie, for
in your,
instance, just shut Benny down right now. Benny's got 4 or 5 of Ernie's videos up over there.
Yeah,
And all Ernie has to do is strike each one of them, and Benny would be out. He'd have to
yeah,
make a new YouTube.
yeah, yeah. But Benny's got a couple of YouTubes out there now, doesn't he?
Right.
Yeah.
And
But
Ernie better take his one video um that BK burnt last night and edit it. He needs to pull it, either set it private or edit it. That nasty
well,
part
that's
out.
already recorded. So
Or
somebody's already got that.
it
AB or
doesn't matter if
somebody.
they done recorded it or not. The point is, he's got to get it off of his YouTube.
Well,
yeah.
BK, I'm not a fan of Ernie's, and I'm here to agree to disagree, but I am surely not a fan of BK. And then I quit watching Cracking Cases because of BK.
Yeah, I
And
did too.
I just all of a sudden started watching Cracking Cases tonight, and all of a sudden Candus was on there, and then she was like, telling Allie and Kim, look, just let me say what I gotta say. And she said what she had to say, and then BK was on it. He was on it. He was shutting that down. No, no.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
I'm telling you, started Kim and Allie on Cracking Cases at 46 and Prayer Garden. As long as you have streaming at the bottom right here, at the bottom of your little stream right here, the content that you're sharing, and as long as you're sharing them in the link, and as long as you leave your messages open and it's showing that you're sharing where you got it from, they can't shut you down. That's how you fight it.
Oh.
Yeah, they do have a privacy or a
It's only a privacy if you're not sharing their link. So if you was to go to Cracking Cases right now and pull up the video from tonight, and as long as your mods are showing Cracking Cases link in your chat, that's not privacy because you're sharing his link. And I think Cam and Allie seen something out of BK. If you watch from timestamp 46 and forward, I honestly, and I quit watching them. I honestly believe that they were thrown off. They were like, "OMG, I am not believing this."
Yeah, it's fair use. If you put up fair use, but fair use, whether you have it up or not, fair use is only if you're not monetized. If you're monetized, then you use fair use. It still don't work for you. Trust
Right.
me, I know.
Hey, PG, people are asking you if you can drop the link.
I'm just telling you, BK needs to go. He has destroyed a lot of people.
Oh,
He
yeah, but
is
he's got,
nonsense.
he is total nonsense, but do you
And
realize
then
he has
watching
like
after,
12,000 followers? He is up to
I,
like 12,000
I
dumb
think
people
people,
following him.
I think they only sub to him to get his information. That's it. If he
Well,
was to go like in a private chat where it was just him and his people that are
Okay, D,
paying
I'll bring
for
you
it,
up.
they wouldn't do
If
it.
you want
I'm
closed
telling
camera.
you.
yeah, yeah.
How you
Because
doing, B?
I subscribe to a lot of people,
Doing great.
but I only watch them to see what they say.
Yeah.
Like Kim and Allie tonight, I have a lot of respect for them on cracking
Yeah,
cases
and I bet that they were pretty
because
shocked when he came
they
in.
were literally shocked.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
the way that BK came live, they were literally shocked.
Well,
It
they're the
it
ones
was
that let him up.
unbelievable.
Well,
They
they,
let him up. They
yeah.
let him up on panel.
Well, yeah,
I'm
because
Okay, Lorianne, I'm letting you up, hun.
they
I'm glad
trusted
they
him.
did. I'm glad
Well,
they did let him on panel.
I'm
Now
bringing
yeah,
you up,
well,
everybody
Lorianne.
can see
Yeah.
that
Candace wanted him on panel.
Mm.
she did only because there's a reason behind it.
Well,
And
he
if
had not
she
been on live all day long, and she was wanting to go live with Benny.
right, if she could not get in touch with him. So
Mm-hmm.
she had already spilled her guts. And then when he got up
Yes, she
there,
did.
then Allie went mute, and then Candace didn't have much to say
Hi.
after that.
Lorianne.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure it's you, hun.
Oh, honey, I
Sorry.
have been missing you so much. I'm so sorry. We've had some really bad situations going on in our family, and
Hmm.
so I haven't been able to make it to support you, and I'm so sorry for that.
Oh, that's quite all right. I
I
understand.
I noticed in the panel that we're able to now do donations for you with a Cash App.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so will our membership still, will you still receive the monthly membership as well, or has that been cut off from you?
Nope, that's been cut off.
Okay, so I'm gonna just put everything on the Cash App then.
And Benny needs to be shut down for that because he's making money
Well,
when
he just needs to be shut down, plain and simple, and we
I
all
took
have to
care of
figure out how
Benny
to
for
do it.
about a week.
We all have to.
look,
I've been report, I report, I report,
Prayer
and
Garden is raising children, and you're going to affect that? Really? And you got children that you don't even supply any money to? Really?
well,
No. Benny Keys
that's
needs to go.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ashley said, remember Don saying Candace doesn't bath? Penny must be a sauerkraut. That is hilarious.
I'm so sick of Benny. Oh my God, I'm so
Everybody,
sick of.
everybody is.
But I'm
Everybody is.
telling you, if y'all will watch Cracking Cases from 46 on, you will see what I seen. And he's probably cussing Candace out, to be honest.
Well, there are a lot of
Who's cussing her out? Benny?
yeah.
Yeah,
There was a
he's
yeah.
probably cussing Candace out because of what she said on Kim and Allie. And Kim and
What did she
Allie
say?
were honestly, they were shocked. If you could have seen their faces, even Kim a few times tried to change the subject. And before Benny got up there, Candace was like, just let me tell how I feel. Just please let me tell how I feel.
Well, she was
And
Yeah.
also
and,
she was also
and how did
drinking the other night.
and how did she feel?
Yeah. How does she feel? Seriously. I
Prayer
mean,
garden.
was it
Oh,
just
she
for show?
mentioned prayer garden. She mentioned prayer
No,
garden.
wait a
She said,
minute. Prayer garden.
Yeah,
Do not let Dawn go down without Candace, is all I'm saying. So you know how I feel about Candace.
Oh,
Candace is trying
prayer
to,
garden.
she's trying to throw Dawn under the bus of
oh,
knowing
she ain't trying. She already
everything.
did.
She has.
And
"Yep,
She already
see,
did.
yep."
that's
What
why I
did
But he
said
knows it.
the only person that Dawn is talking to right now is Candace. And she's saying that he's not getting any letters. Now, I don't know if Dawn is saying he's not getting letters just to her or if he's really getting them. So, everybody that can get Dawn's uh, address where you can write him,
Candace,
y'all
Candace,
need to let him know Candace is
Candace
throwing him
does
under.
not.
Okay.
Candace does not control who Dawn calls or
Right.
what Dawn's doing inside that jailhouse.
Okay. So when a person goes to jail, they have to write
Well,
down
Candace
who they
said
want to. They
why
want
is
to write.
Candace the only one getting phone calls and not Benny?
You don't really know that
But
because
Oh,
Benny's not accepting charges.
That's
well,
right.
and not only
That's right.
that,
ah. And
not
that's
only that.
pretty effed up because he's making the money he's making.
Right.
That's
Right.
pretty effed up.
But let me explain something. When you go to jail, and you're going to be in there for a long time, you can write down. There's only so many people that you can receive letters from. Okay, that's it. You can only receive. You only get like 5 people that you can call. You don't get to call a bunch of people. You don't get a
No,
bunch.
no, no. That's
Get a,
not true. I have a brother in jail, and we've got 10 people at least that he
Yeah, I
calls
don't
almost
think that's
every day.
true
That's
either.
not
My
true.
brother was in jail. No.
No, and
well, then
the letter
it's
thing
got to
now
be
is
different
different.
then.
The letter
Yes,
thing now is different, where you have to go to their website. The letters do not go to the jail. The letters
right.
go now to a central collection system. The letters are read. They are
Yep.
then
Right.
scanned. They are then scanned, and then they're sent to whatever jail it is,
You
and
are
then
correct
it's
there.
given to the inmate on a tablet. It can take
Yes.
up to 3 to 4 weeks to get a letter. He probably hasn't gotten
Okay.
any letters yet.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
because
And the
Candace did
reason.
say he hasn't received any letters, not
That's
even
right.
from his
My brother is
sisters.
currently incarcerated, and it took him 3.5 weeks to get a letter. And it's 20 miles from where my other sister lives to where he lives
Yeah.
in
It
Florida, and
takes quite a while.
it went to North Carolina,
Yep.
and then it was sent by email, and they had to give him a tablet to read it. They don't get the letter itself.
All
Yeah.
right, well, everybody needs to write Dawn and let Dawn know that Candace is not in love with him.
Right.
So that I'm taking that. If you're not in love with him no more, then you're not going to do anything with him once he was to get out. And she's telling everybody that she's taking care of everything, which she's not. Everybody that's sending her money is taking everything. And if everybody really knew the true facts and would pull from Utah and every state that she's lived in, because I hear some creators say, well, I don't have anything on her with DHR cases and all that
Oh
with
my
her
God.
first children. Well, you're not pulling what I got, and I'm a nobody.
Well, if you mail him a letter to the jail, he's not going to get it. They need
No.
to go on that jail's website, and you need to publish that address where to send his mail to. Everybody else
Prayer
probably thinks you
Garden,
just mail it
get
to the
that.
jail.
Yeah.
Prayer
And a
Garden, you
lot of
need to
states
get
went
that.
a lot of states went to that way because there was drugs being sent through onto the letters. This is why it's changed. You
Yes,
know.
even books. If you want to send
Yes.
somebody a book, you can't buy a book and send it to the jail. It has to be ordered through Amazon because they were soaking pages in some kind of drugs that they can chew the pages, or it's crazy. It's really
And
crazy.
believe it or not, a lot of the recycled paper is made out of some kind of a drug. And that's why they had to do this.
It could
Well,
be.
the lady that's in Florida that sends that sent mail. I've sent mail to my brother, which he's out. He was only in there for stealing something, but still bad. But anyways, when they have money on their books and they want to call somebody, don't
They
they
can
take the money off their books to be able to call that
that's right.
person?
They can call
Yeah.
whoever they want to as long as they have
Okay,
money.
Best, I'm bringing you up.
Okay.
Yes, they can call anybody they want to. There's no restrictions. You just have to accept the call. It's not
Yeah,
even
because
necessarily a
see,
collect call. My brother calls me and he pays for it out of his own money because he has money in the bank that his son is putting in there. And so
Yeah,
he doesn't
on
call
his
collect.
account.
well,
Yeah.
Candace and BK's telling everybody that he can't call nobody but Candace because he has no money on his books.
He's
And
got.
I
Oh, well, they
beg the
said the
That's
first
a
differ.
week he
lie.
was in, they said the first week he was in jail, in 2 days, he had $1,000 on his canteen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
I believe
believe
he
that. I
does.
believe that.
Yeah.
Now
I have a question.
he only gets to use it every so often. He doesn't get the phone necessarily every day. They pass those
No.
tablets around.
No, you have
But
phone privileges, and you can only use that phone at a certain time. And if there's other people ahead of you, you need to wait your time.
That's
but
right.
isn't it true that you can buy things on the commissary or whatever to be able to
Yes,
get that
yes,
extra call?
yes, you can. The
Yes.
commissary
Because
has
see,
Yes.
things like,
somebody had made the statement, well, I'm pretty sure with Don having that much money on his books that he's probably bought people commissary to be able to get money, to get stuff to be able to call because BK and them said that he wasn't being able to call out.
no,
I beg the differ on
you're not
that.
allowed to buy. You cannot buy another inmate. He cannot buy another inmate commissary nor transfer any of his money. We
Right.
just
But
went
he
through
can but
we
he
And
just
can
went through
buy
also,
this with my brother.
commissary, but he can
also
buy commissary
What
for
he
them
can
to be
do,
able to get
he
a
what he
extra
can
phone
do
call.
is he can ask Candace or someone else to put money on a different inmate's books, though.
Exactly, because my brother was telling me about the guy that was down from his cell. My brother's there on a misdemeanor for 30 days. It's not a big deal. Well, it is. He shouldn't be in jail.
Yeah,
But
that was my brother. Yeah.
this other guy, they keep passing the tablet back and forth, and he said he has helped me so much because he calls me every morning, every afternoon. And I said, okay. He said, well, he's cold. It is freezing in here, and they have long handles. He can order them from the commissary, but he has no money. I said, okay, then I will put money on his commissary account. So I put money on the other inmate's commissary account so he could order him some long handles to put in.
right. But
So
they
you
do
can,
get one free phone call a day.
no,
I have a question.
not every place they don't know.
Prayer
Yeah, it
Garden, let
must
me ask you a
different
question.
states. Different
Right,
states.
different states.
Yeah.
Before we get too far, I want to ask you guys something. Us writing letters to Don about what Candace is saying. What's good is that going to do?
Well, it's
going
gonna
to do
upset
nothing.
him.
It's going to do nothing.
No, he's gonna be upset. And can you imagine being
People,
in
I think it will do a lot of
those,
good because
those people.
I
people
don't
are
know.
not, wait,
I think it would do a
wait,
lot of good too
wait,
because
wait.
My wife is sitting on the
He'll never
outside
get it.
talking about she ain't in
He
love
would
with me
never
no
get it
more, and
I'd want to
she's
know.
getting all this
Why would he never
money.
get
I
it?
want
Why
to
would he never
know.
get
because
it?
Okay,
because
okay, girls, one at a time, please.
because someone else is reading us before he gets it, and if it
Yeah,
has anything to do with the case, they're not going to give it to him.
That has
exactly.
nothing to do with the case.
That
That has
is
Why
that
doesn't
has
it?
to do with the
because
marriage.
that's why he's locked up by himself is
But
because
you
of the case.
but you guys are
What are
not.
you talking about?
I'm talking about you guys are telling people to write him about about Candace throwing him under the bus.
No,
That has nothing to do
write
No,
about the
him.
we
r-
said about Benny, not throwing him under the bus. We said write him about Benny and Candace and be all tight, and Benny's going to the house,
Yeah, but you're
and
talking
she
to a
ain't in
whole
love with
lot
him
of people
anymore.
that like to make up rumors.
Well, I think he believed it, and I think he will turn on her if he gets a letter from
Vintage.
100 people saying Candace
Vintage.
went
If
on live.
it's
Yeah,
vintage, just think about it. If you were locked up and all these people from YouTube that you talk to are telling you this about Candace,
I wouldn't
don't
want to know
tell
about it.
me, don't
Mm-mm.
tell me there ain't a way in jail that he can't see what YouTube is doing. Come on now.
But you see, I wouldn't want to know about it either. Do you know why? Because he said YouTube ruined everything. And
He
he may
said that
not even,
because of Candace. He
well, I
said
know
that
that,
because of
but
Candace.
you
well,
know what?
she said tonight that Donald was mad with her,
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying
so he's
personally,
already
this
got
is
some
just me
suspicion.
personally. Just me personally, I wouldn't do that because it's hard enough for him being in jail and not being able to do anything about it. What would he be able to do
It
about it?
depends. It depends on the human being.
Right.
You know, if I was in
Look,
prison
Don knows
and my
he is
so-called better half
never
was
getting
out
out.
saying these things about me, yes, I would appreciate knowing. I would
I
appreciate
would
knowing.
too.
I would want to know.
So
And then when
Absolutely.
Don turns on her, he's going to turn her ass in.
Well,
yeah,
look,
but Don is
Don
never.
knows he is never getting out.
Exactly.
He's
So
Why
he'll
caught
turn
would
her
in the
anybody
in.
want?
mix of it.
I'm sorry, but he's not going to turn her in because if so, he would done did it to get
Yeah,
a lesser time.
I just if he's
So
not going to
why
ever
did
get out,
okay, wait a minute. So
Pressure campaigns work.
why did Candace say Don was in Utah for 10 months? Then all
Yeah.
of a sudden, Grandis calls him and tells him Josie's there because them two are fighting over him and he comes home.
Yeah, they don't have a
Really?
marriage. They don't have a marriage. Never did have.
Really?
They're
Uh,
protecting
B
each other.
Look,
what's that have to do?
Candace and BK want that land where they can live
PG, I'm going to go
$250
down
a
and I'm going
year.
to put some money on your app for you, okay?
Oh, I appreciate that, Lorianne. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
I will
God
catch
bless
you.
you.
I will catch you up on the panel another night.
All right,
Eh,
sweetheart. God bless
I love
you.
you.
I
yeah,
love you
Every
too.
and I'm
Look,
out of here too.
BK had one person pay for her land payment. So all these people that are sending Candace money is paying what?
Hmm?
Because didn't Don say the vehicle was paid off?
No. He said that's why he was driving it. He
No,
had a
Tim,
$600 a month car payment.
but he was behind. So how did he get all that money? Because Tim Mullins paid that vehicle off. So
No,
all
Candace.
Candace's got is utilities and insurance.
Well, Candace
Well,
said the other night on BK's Live that she had a lady that was willing to make the car payment for her.
yeah, she did say that.
Yeah, she did. And I think they do have a car payment.
She said that. No,
Yeah.
that
Free
car's
insurance.
paid off. Pull that vehicle up. Y'all
Oh,
need to. Y'all
Oh, I
need to
know.
look
It
up
does.
that
It does.
VIN number.
It does
Y'all
show that
need
it's
to
paid
look up
off.
that VIN number. It's saying it is paid off.
Yes,
But
Exactly.
because
does
It
she's probably
does.
does
paying.
anybody
She's
does
probably needing to
anybody
pay
remember
insurance.
does anybody remember what Prayer Garden's subject was
What
tonight?
key?
Candus. Liar, 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 liar.
Right. But Don said originally the day he drove the car to work, the reason he drove it is because the car payment was $600 a month, and
Yeah.
he was going to start using that car.
That was
But
in
yes, you're right.
July.
That that car does not show a lien on it as far as state Tennessee goes.
Exactly.
Yeah, but his probation violation was why? Because Candus had a man in his house when he got home, and he had to fight this man to get him out, and that ended up getting him into trouble.
Prayer
It did.
Prayer Garden, me and you are thinking the same. We are thinking
Mhm.
the same.
But
There
what
you
makes
go.
you think that he's never gonna get out of jail?
And from what
Because
my
he has
understandings is, the night that he
7.
got pulled over, Grandis and Candace also called Candace called the police that night, but Grandis had her hand in it. Grandis is always there.
Yes.
No
Yes.
matter what. Even when she was gone, she was propped up on a phone or some kind of device the whole day, looking into the house and hearing everything. She
Have
hasn't
you looked up
missed nothing.
Utah? Have you looked up Utah? The
No.
lady that was just talking, have you looked up Utah?
Oh yes. Yes. It's horrible.
Okay. He has 7 women, and in
That's right.
Utah there
He's
is
not saying he's
no
not getting out
law.
of jail. He's
He's
not getting out of jail.
never getting out, ever.
He's not ever getting out.
But if Candace had her hands in Summer, and listen to me, remember Candace said Don was at work, so that means there's Grandis and Candace. I blame nobody but them two, because
Me
she
too.
said
I
Don
blame
was at
Candace
work.
and Grandis. I blame
Don's
Candace and
going
Grandis.
Ever
Don's
since,
going down
as
Don's
soon as,
going down the road. He's not getting out. But
as
Grandis
soon
and
as,
Candace, they
as
need to
soon as
pay for
Benny,
this.
as soon as Benny said he was going to go up there and hang out when Don goes to jail, Candace immediately what happened? They called the police. She told the police that he choked her and broke her thumb, and there was no marks on her neck, which if a man chokes you, there's going to be marks. And especially if he broke your thumb, you're not going to flip a cigarette with it, and you ain't going to pull your shoe on.
Hello. Thank you.
She wanted to get
There
him
you
out
go.
of there because
Thank
she
you, Prayer
wanted Benny
Garden.
back
Preach it.
immediately.
Preach
what
it,
did-
That's
Prayer
what I'm
Garden.
saying. Preach it.
And what did Benny tell her over there on his live the other night? Oh, how they was in the car listening to the music. It didn't sound the same when they were singing it on, on the live, because in the car they couldn't really hear one another with the radio going, and it just sounded so much better. And they went to eat and they went to the pool, and
Absolutely.
he was reminiscing about all the fun him and her had together with
Look,
no Donnie,
somebody said
and she
don't
wanted to
let.
have that fun again.
Well,
Absolutely.
she gonna have to pay his child support because he's going to get hit with some child support.
Well, the way that Candace is telling it, if you go back to 46 on timestamp, she's taking care of everything. And I seen where somebody in chat said, don't let Cher talk to Don. Yeah, Cher needs to talk to Don, because Cher's the one that heard the conversation where Candace said that her life is roses now that she has no kids.
Absolutely. She ain't gonna get those kids back. She was drunk tonight.
Oh yeah, she was a rock star. She
Yeah,
thinks
she
Yeah,
was.
absolutely.
yeah, she's
She's not
And
gonna
you're
get those
right.
kids back. She don't want
Donald
them. She's
is
fixing the house up for her company.
very much keeping in contact with his sister Sonia. And
Well,
Sonia
I
is
have
very
a
much keeping in contact with Donald.
Yeah.
Sonia is letting Donald know everything that is
Yep.
going on out here. Trust and believe that.
Oh, I
Prayer
And
do.
Garden. Prayer Garden, I want to say something, then I'm going to go down.
Okay.
Don't let Don go down by himself, because look, we know that Candus and Grandis were the last ones with Summer.
Yeah, I understand
We
that,
know
but you
we
know what?
know that Don
And
is
I
never
and
getting out.
we know that Don knows, and he could have told from the beginning.
That's
I know he
right.
was put in a bad situation at the beginning of it, and it was a
Exactly.
spur of the moment thing. Okay, I understand that. He had the boys. He didn't want to see anybody going to jail. But you know something? He fucked up. And when
Yeah.
he
Yeah, he
fucked up,
did.
he's got to pay the price for fucking up now.
Yeah.
That's right,
They
'cause
should have
he's
And
gonna
you
just
know,
say
he
he
didn't do right by his daughter. That was his blood. He should have done right by his daughter,
Yeah.
no matter what the hell or who the hell had to pay the price for it. He should have did what was right by his daughter.
And
So
You're
you know
damn
what?
right.
PG will kick both of them in the ass. You know, matter of fact,
Exactly.
and old grandma too. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
my steel toe boots will kick all three of them in the ass, because all three of them fucking knew exactly what went down, and none of them helped this poor, beautiful little girl to get justice.
Absolutely.
The hell with them.
Absolutely.
I have no respect for none of them, to be perfectly honest with you.
Exactly.
No.
Well,
And look what
here's
look what he did to his sister. Said, "Oh, we were just playing house."
No.
He's
No.
not coming out of jail. Donald's in jail, so there's no way to save him.
You know what
But
they're
I'm
gonna
just
what's gonna
Garden, I hope you
happen?
don't get mad that I posted that in your chat.
You know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen is what's gonna happen here is more than likely Candace is going to maybe possibly get herself a good old set of bracelets put upon her ass, along with her
Hopefully.
mama, before Don
Hopefully.
ever gets out, and Don's going to end up just, you know, keeping his bracelets where they're at. So, you know,
Exactly. I
there
think
you
they are.
go.
You're right. I agree. You're right. And they all deserve it. All of them.
Absolutely.
She's talking about
Absolutely.
her. Listen, I love little Summer to death. She needs to be found. These people need to be prosecuted. She's on Caminales tonight saying, "My precious daughter, she meant the world to me. She's the happiest thing in my life." Blah 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 blah. She has another daughter somewhere that she don't even give a damn about.
Absolutely.
Now, how
Yeah.
crazy is that?
A daughter that was living on the streets a lot of the time because she was running
Yeah,
from one foster care
yeah,
to the other due to her mother.
yeah. Now, how
I'm
does that
losing all
adult
my people.
how does that adult daughter feel
Oh, I'm
listening to her mom say
well,
that?
I tell you one way she feels. She feels like she don't want a damn thing to do with her mother.
Absolutely, I wouldn't either.
Absolutely not. And you know, and I don't blame her. I don't blame her, you know. Um that evil left her, that little girl destitute as a
Yep,
child,
yep,
and has left
yep,
her destitute all these years. And you know
yep.
what? That bitch don't deserve to have that beautiful young lady in her life. Absolutely
N-
not.
Nor her boys either.
I'm going to tell you, I pray that the boys, hey, Vest, I pray that the boys stay where they're at. I pray, you know, right now they're sleeping in clean beds, getting 3 square meals a day, probably snacks. They're getting well educated. You know, they've got nice clothes on their backs, good shoes. I'm sure they're, you know, being well taken care of. They actually have people that are there for them when, you know, to talk to them and treat them with respect and kindness and love, something they probably didn't ever hear or see much of. And I thank God for that. And I
Right.
pray to God that they just continue to stay where they're at and they don't end up back in the custody of this alcoholic drug abuser that sits there and lets them raise themselves, because she's too lazy to raise them. Plum crazy. I need to make sure it's you, hon. Okay, sweet. I'm letting you back up.
Probably didn't ever hear or see much of. I can't believe that there will be some repercussions for
You're a robot.
Yeah, you're you're sounding like
Can
a
you hear
robot.
me?
Yes, I can hear you playing,
Uh
sweetheart.
oh. All right. I have to
Um,
move my phone in.
oh yeah, now you sound good. But absolutely. Oops, she disappeared on us too. Okay, I think she's back. But absolutely, I don't understand, why why Child Protective Services or anyone else would ever want the boys to end up back in the custody of two people that, couldn't take care of them in the first place. They've had between them 8 children, and they failed them all. And they failed, Candace failed 3 of her children miserably, very miserably. One, as I said, got put through Child Protective Services and was on the street most of the time, running from one place to the other, when she should have had a mom that loved her, stuck with her, and held on to her. The son is not ever going to live a normal life again in his life because of what Candace Wells did. Did. She can say it ain't her fault. Absolutely, it is her fault. She had those children, and she was the one supposed to be protecting them at all times and caring for them. And then, now we've got 3 children in Child Protective Services that, you know, has been through a lot up there on Ben Hill Road. And we have
Absolutely.
another child completely missing, Summer Moon Utah Wells, that this woman for 8 months tried to avoid her damnedest from talking about or bringing into the spotlight or doing anything for. And now all of a sudden, um, money slowing down. She wants to make a bunch of money from YouTube as well. And she's going to start trying to come out somewhere and talk about this child. No, shut the fuck up, Candace. Nobody
That's what
wants to
I'm
hear
saying.
you. That's what I got to say. Shut the fuck up because I've been here for I don't know how long, and it's all about your daughter, where you should have been all about your daughter. And I seen other creators, content creators, talking about your daughter, and you was nowhere to be found to talk about your daughter. I have to give even Jody Sue more fucking credit than you because she talked about Summer more than you ever have as well. So just shut the fuck up, go hide somewhere, and keep hiding because that's what you need to do.
Absolutely.
Um,
I agree 100%.
That bitch don't know the first thing about being out here and supporting anything or anybody because she ain't ever supported nothing in her fucking life but her damn self and her fucked up habits. And it sickens the hell out of me. I just want to
Well,
make that clear.
well, every time Donald got on YouTube, she was in the background raising hell and cussing, and now he's in jail, and she's all up in YouTube every night.
oh, she was in the background cussing like that because Don was always on there talking to girls. So,
And no, Don was on there talking to Cher, which was bringing him live stream to try
yeah,
to get Summer's name out and keep Summer in the spotlight.
Candace was a
Donald was
jealous lady.
Well, she's a jealous lady, but she has Jose living up in her house.
I
When
know.
Dawn's
I
away,
know.
she has Benny coming up there now. She's on the
I
phone with
Oh
know.
Benny
yeah, how could
constantly.
she
It's
be
okay.
jealous?
It's okay for her to be corresponding with whoever she wants to, just like she corresponded with Tim for months. Did you know that? She had Tim on the phone all the time, talking with Tim. It's okay for whatever Candace wants to do, but you know why Candace is jealous? Because that's the motherfricker right there that can't be trusted. It's not
Hmm.
Dawn, it's her. It's
I
her.
know.
She knows herself. And when a person can't be, when here's the way I feel. If someone is constantly telling me how I can't be trusted, then I need to get away from them because that's the real motherfucker that can't be trusted. It's not me, it's them. And that's a time when they're telling you more about themselves than they're telling you about you.
So where's Tim now? There's been no mention of Tim. Is
Oh,
she
Tim's
run
still
Tim
in
off
the
so
no,
Benny
he's
can
still
come?
right there making as much as he did with his little contracts for everybody to sign.
Yeah.
And this Tim guy thinks that there's going to be a big movie deal and one thing and another, and um absolutely. And he's promising everybody a bunch of blind out bullshit. And who wants to listen to that? And I'm going to tell you, I don't care if they made 10 movies. The point being is, you want to sign your soul away on the devil's contract to keep your mouth shut and not talk about Summer or bring Summer to the light or to keep her name alive and people searching for her and to find her and to get justice for her. Hell to the no. They could take their contract and wipe their fucking ass on it. PG thinks that it ain't even worth the paper that is fucking written on. That's what
Amen.
they could do with their contract. They can use it for fucking toilet paper because you know what? It to me, it looks like shit, probably smells like shit, and I can pretty much guarantee you it is a big bunch of shit.
Yep. Yep. I agree with that for sure.
I'm going to talk about nobody's going to get, nobody's going to silence me. And what kind of moron? What kind of moron signs something that's more for the person they're signing it for than it is for oneself? Right there tells me your fucking education level.
Exactly.
Because that
Exactly. I wouldn't
contract
sign
wouldn't
that
help,
shit.
doesn't help anybody else in any way, form, or how. Only person that helps is the fucking whales to achieve the goal they're wanting to achieve, and that's getting away with whatever happened, in my opinion, to their daughter.
Well, it makes sure it guarantees that they get all the money off of the movie and nobody else will get any money. That's
Oh,
all it's about.
they could suck all of her asses because if they wanted to put Best in that movie, then they would have to give him royalties from that movie.
That's
Yeah,
right.
There you go.
just
That's how it works. He
if
don't
they're
need to
gonna
sign
make
their contract.
if they're
They're
gonna
not
make a
allowed to
movie,
use him unless they ask him first. And that would be the producers of this particular in Hollywood producing this movie. It wouldn't, they don't need shit from Mr. Tim fucking whoever this man is.
if they're gonna
You
make a
know,
movie, if they're gonna
Mr.
make a movie,
fucking Wilson's what I call him because he always seems to be behind the fence instead of having his face out here where everybody can see it.
if they're gonna make a movie about this, they're gonna have to add all the YouTubers that they was involved in, so that they're gonna be making money too.
I mean, their contract don't make you or break you. That's just a bullshit Ponzi scheme to get you to sign something so they can freaking try to sue you and take anything that you have for the rest of your damn life if you mention, Summer's name or do anything
Exactly.
that contract said not to do. And I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of small print on them bitches. Don't ever sign anything unless you run it through your lawyer first. And that's the truth.
Oh, I wouldn't sign it.
Hell no. I wouldn't sign it at all.
Wouldn't it
You
be
know?
crazy they added the supposed phone call to his sister about the mafia there to grab Don and taking him to Boston and beating him up in the front yard? That would be a heck of a movie, wouldn't it? It just showed them in a bad light.
Trust me, Don ain't giving Candus power of attorney of any damn thing. Don's stupid, but he ain't that damn stupid.
No, no, no.
Don feels like Candus needs him. He don't need Candus.
Mm.
Well, she said tonight, I'm able to do everything on my own.
Oh, well, I guess you can when you got $90-some thousand in a damn bank account and it just keeps getting bigger. But what's $100,000 fucking dollars? Damn, that's no money, Candus. I mean, with somebody like you, that money's going to be gone, within minutes. And then you're going to figure out that, even if you bought a house and you got, okay, the car's paid off. It's in Donald's name though. So you have to buy yourself a car, 20 grand. And then you have to get yourself a house. Okay, the money's gone. Bitch, you got to get a job because you know what? That house has to have the taxes paid on it. It has to have, gas, electric, phones. It has to have all this shit in there. It has to have food in the refrigerator. Shit breaks on houses. You've got to, have money to fix the, all this stuff that breaks because if you ain't fixing it, then you know what? It's going to collapse and it's going to fall down around you and you ain't going to have shit anyway. So you know what? There comes a lot of responsibility to, you wanting to be an adult and you wanting to all of a sudden, you want to adult up and everything. Great. But you better, if you want to be responsible, then there's a hell of a lot of responsibility that comes with the word responsible. There you go. That's what I'm saying. Hello,
That's right.
crazy.
She's not going to get those boys back. She can't get a job to support those children.
Prayer Garden,
End of
you
story.
can boot the other one. Sorry, babe. I got
Um,
kicked.
oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Lord, I hope I know which one to kick.
Oh,
Are you still with me?
can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, you're still with me.
Look, on that live of Cam and Allie, that's what I was going to ask you. I'll play it. I got it at the spot. BK has downrated uh Jody Sue. And then Cam and Allie showed the video of when they were there of the water. And then BK said, "Oh, now I understand."
Right.
No, the water was today. The water was today. That was on Candus's live today because they've had rain for 3 days up there. That
Oh
was
yeah,
today.
Yeah,
it's a
but you
bloody
got to
it's a bloody
remember,
mess. A lot of people are locked in. A lot of them, you know, turn
you
around
got
so
to
you don't drown.
remember
That's the motto. Is turn
the
around so
water
you don't
was,
drown. The water is flooding the roads. You know you got to be careful which way you go. You got to make sure that you turn around. Take, if you're up there, please take precautions. Go, you know,
yeah.
especially there's even trucks afraid to go through some things that other people are trying to go through. So, and the schools are shut down. A lot of the schools shut down early today. um you must be very careful. That's what I got to say.
Well, that's how I took it today when they showed the video. That's how I took it.
Yeah, there's a lot of rain and a lot of flooded areas right now.
Yeah, it was crazy today too. We had a bunch of rain.
Best thing to
Supposed
do is
to
to make
turn
sure
to
you have enough
ice.
stuff on hand and stay home if you possibly can.
Prayer garden.
Yes.
Cracking that beer open.
Can
No, that's
I?
one of my children in the
That
background
wasn't
cracking a
me.
soda.
Wasn't
Oh,
Oh,
it's
me.
soda.
It
It's
wasn't me.
It's
it,
soda. It's soda.
it
I
was
was
my
talking to Prayer
child
Garden.
cracking a soda open.
uh, prayer garden.
Yeah.
Can I play the video of where she says this about Dawn?
Um, I
No.
can't
No,
play anyone else's.
it'll be just the voice. I'll be doing it right here at my microphone.
Um,
No, prayer garden. We can't get struck again.
yeah, I can't get
Yeah.
struck again.
It's not worth it. Go to Cam and Allie's side. It's still on there.
Right.
Well, what I'll do is I'll play like a minute of it, pause it, and then because she pauses because they're
Um,
talking.
I can't allow it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I cannot take the risk of
I
Oh, yeah.
because
thought
we
Then
it.
need. Yeah,
then
you have
he'll
to have the
strike
Fair
you.
Use
Then he'll
Act up
strike
and
you.
everything else to even voice. You got to have. You are allowed to play voice, but you do need the Fair Use Act up, and you have to give credit to the creator. And um,
Yeah, Benny will
I
strike you. Benny will strike you.
well, he
No,
couldn't
it's on
because it was on
cracking.
Cams and Alleys.
Yeah, if as
But Cam
long
and
as
Allie
you
don't
put
like me
cracking
either.
cases,
Hey, they
they
hate me.
will because they know what you're saying is the truth now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
well,
in that same sentence,
and,
she's saying about prayer garden too. How prayer garden is trashing her.
oh yeah,
I didn't hear.
Yeah, she said prayer garden YouTubers had made her life hell like prayer garden.
yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
she
did.
did say
Yep,
that.
that's right.
and
Yep.
and I'm gonna make her life a living hell as long as I can. Um, until Summer is found, until we get justice. Yes, I will
Prayer
make
Absolutely.
her. I
garden.
will make her
Do
life. I will
does
make her
any of
life.
your mods
Um,
clip that for you?
excuse me.
I said, does any of your mods clip that for you?
Clip what from me?
Like where you can record a certain amount and then play it of what she says and then you play the rest? Does your mod send you that video audio?
No, when you come in, see when you if you're when you're a when you're a creator, you have to when you're a creator, you have to bring up the fair use
I mean,
thing.
even if you put that up, I mean, I would even reach out to them because it's all over Facebook. I'm looking at it. People are already clipping it.
Yeah, but they're not getting hated like PG is. You don't
Well,
understand. Cam and Allie Cam
Well,
and
I'm
Allie
they
don't
gonna
like
tell
me.
you this: they
they can
hate
put it on
Doug.
Facebook if they want to, but they better not put it on YouTube.
They hate Doug, and Doug already gone and look at Doug's.
Yeah, and Doug might get hit too. And
Yeah.
I heard that Ziggy just got on monetized. I
No,
don't know
she's
how
Mhm.
true
not.
it is, but I heard that she did.
No, because I watched her. No, she's on her second channel.
On her second one? What happened to her first one?
She's
She got
still on it,
demonetized.
but no,
Oh,
she did
she did.
not. She's on no prayer garden. Look, Ziggy said that you and her had fun times. Listen to me. That you and her had fun times, and then y'all become enemies when y'all had different channels, and then you used her, she used you, blah, 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 blah. No, she's on her second channel because she's doing her makeup, people. That's what I hate about YouTube.
Hmm.
That's why when I go into some of them, I get
What's her
out.
second channel?
Uh, Zig,
PG.
Yeah.
Ziggy Live Part
Um,
2.
Get Ziggy with it.
I guess I can't.
Yes.
I guess I can't be here on your channel anymore because I go to other channels. So
Why? Who
There's
said
Well,
that?
I guess I'll step down and not come back.
no, if you got to
So
go down, then I got to go down because I watch 90 of them, but that's
um
how I get my
it's okay.
information.
It's okay.
a
I
vest.
love you, PG.
No,
A vest.
Yeah.
What's the rules over here?
Well,
The rules over
it's
here is you go anywhere you want to go and you're able to come back
uh,
here anytime you want to come back. That is our rule.
yeah, but
love,
they
So who's telling you got to go
Vestas,
somewhere else?
Yeah,
well
who's telling you
Vestas,
you got to go somewhere else?
Vestas. You got
uh,
to love yourself before you love anybody else. I
but it's
even
fine.
watched
I'm going.
Jenny.
I love you, PG. I'm going.
I love
Bye.
you
That's
too, sweetheart.
that's because he wants to, prayer
He
garden,
wants to.
because
He
he
does this
knows.
every time. Well,
Yeah, that's
and
Um,
then
because he
was
wants
it
to love. Don't
Vest
feel, prayer
is
garden,
real
don't feel
sensitive.
bad.
no?
Don't feel bad. Cause I watch 952 channels, and it's not that I love all of them. It's because I just watch them to get information on summer. I
I'm gonna
mean,
tell
it's
you,
just
over here we don't play the you went somewhere else, you can't be here. Over here
no,
Yeah.
we
He
absolutely
everybody
not.
that's here knows that this is, 100%
prayer garden. Was there
good old
anything in
USA
chat?
America over here. I believe in the freedom of speech. I believe in the freedom to bear arms. I believe in the freedom to
Vestige,
be
you
whoever you
were
want to be, do
in
what you want to do, Um,
Vestige, you were in another live that I was in that I won't say anything to, and you said somebody was being ugly to you and they wasn't. You got to have a hard heart. I mean, you are who you are.
even the Bible
Just
tells
like
us to guard our
me.
heart. You can't let other people. The sad thing about Best is Best allows other people
He
to
can't.
to rule who he is because
No.
he's so sensitive. And the thing is, you can't let other people own your feelings. Until
Well,
you
No.
you
learn
know
to own
what,
your
Prayer
own feelings,
Garden?
people will own them if they can. And I
Prayer
say, hey,
Garden.
they're
Then
mine.
you need to let them, when they say, well, I gotta go because of your chat or this and that, you need to let them go, because
Yeah. It's letting go.
if their heart ain't harder than that, then they don't need to be up on panel. I mean,
But Vestige
Well,
does it every time. He does it in
somebody
other
picks
channels
on
too.
Best all the time.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Somebody is always picking on Best, and and
Prayer
that's just
Garden.
not acceptable. To
They
pick on
pick
him.
on they pick on me. My hair's
Oh,
just growing back. Do you know how many times
Best,
listen,
that
they
I
said
have
one night on
been?
here that I was
No,
drunk.
no. Look, I come up here to have a good conversation. I look over at chat, and Annie A is just constantly putting my name out there. And then when I
Don't
say something,
look at
no,
chat.
wait.
I
Let me
do
finish.
not
Let me
look
finish.
at chat.
Can I
I
finish?
do
Can I
not.
finish? Can I finish?
Yes, love. Yes.
How do you look at
As
chat? I
soon,
can't see chat from here.
as soon as I mention something, I'm a hater instantly. As soon as I try to defend myself, I'm a hater. So I have no choice but to leave.
Vestige, I
Look,
can't see chat.
Vestige,
How do you see chat?
you
Oh
need to
Lord,
say, I'm here to agree to disagree. I
that's the
mean,
whole
what
thing.
I'm saying, then you're going to like or you're not going to like.
It, it,
I
it's
Best
whatever.
and
I don't hate on nobody who
Best and
doesn't
Annie
agree
A has
with
been going
me.
about it for a while now. I don't know what's up between them two, but they have been. There's some reason these two cannot hug it out.
Annie, are you sleeping with him? Are you getting his
No,
wee
no, no,
wee?
no, no.
If
I
you're
don't, I'm
not
not.
getting his
I'm not
wee
into
wee,
girls.
then I mean, if you ain't getting his wee wee butt or cooter wise, then
It
just
doesn't
leave it
matter who I
alone.
follow. I mean, why you guys keep bringing that up? It doesn't matter who I follow. I can follow anybody I want. It doesn't matter. I'm here to support PG. I don't get
I
on
looked
anyone
all the way
else's.
back to Annie A, and she's one of my mods, and I do not see. She's talking about a lot of things, but I don't see where she's talking about you.
Look at chat.
Best is a BK
Look,
lover now. Oh, Annie A, I know Best goes over to two BKs, and
but
and
that
I
that's
don't,
doesn't
I don't
okay.
mean
go to
he's a
BK.
lover. I'm in BK. I mean, I don't say anything, but
I don't either.
I'm in BK. I follow. I'm a sub. Yeah. I'm his one of his numbers. Yeah. But it doesn't mean I like him. I mean, let's take him down.
Annie A says that's not picking on you.
I didn't say she was.
Annie, say you love him.
The-
I have a
did
loving
I say
heart.
her?
I love
I don't
Oh,
think I said
honey,
everybody.
her name. I just
you
said
you'd have a closer chance of you'd have a closer chance of um
see that's the other thing too. Needs thicker skin. Well, if I talk, so that
finding a
means
needle in a
I can't
haystack to get
answer.
Nanny A to say she loves
Well,
Best,
Then
or
I
vice
mean it
Beth,
doesn't
versa.
make any sense. I'm not allowed to
Beth,
talk
Okay,
back.
well
Beth,
just
wait.
say you
Beth, why were
agree
you
to
leaving tonight
disagree with
then?
Annie.
Yeah, Beth, why were you leaving tonight then?
Because I wasn't because I know that as soon as I say something, the chat's going to say all types of crazy stuff. As soon as
No,
I
Okay.
try
you
to
were
defend
already
myself,
saying
so
stuff.
there's
Nobody was picking on you. Come
I wasn't
on.
saying
Hey,
no.
I
Look,
seen a few people picking on me in chat tonight, but I didn't say nothing.
I didn't say that
This,
they was picking on me.
this, this. Let me
Okay,
ask
I
you
can't talk.
this.
See, this is the thing. See, I can't talk. As soon as I start talking, people want to talk over me. So that's the
No,
point. The
let
reason
me
why I
ask
don't
you
want to go
this.
for it.
What do you? I'm learning you. Do you love men or women?
Oh,
Well, I
don't
just
ask him that.
I
I
don't
mean
know.
seriously.
I don't know.
That's a
But
personal question.
okay. Well, I love women. I'm a woman. I love
Uh,
women. What are you gonna do? Hate me? That ain't gonna
That's
get
not the
you to
thing.
heaven.
That's I don't even know why that's even being brought up.
I mean,
Soon as I talk, soon as I say something, or soon as I say something to talk to chat, I'm instantly a hater, or they start bashing me. Oh, he's being rude on panel. Get him off, PG. Let's vote to kick him off.
Yeah, we do not need to give in to the evil. That's
Bennett,
absolutely right.
let me
God
ask you
bless.
this. Are
You
you
know,
watching? Are you watching chat?
Yeah, I always watch chat.
Well,
I
Turn
how
it
do
do
you
it for
on.
watch
PG.
chat? I don't know how to watch chat.
When you're
Well,
live, turn it off.
I'm on computer, so I have two screens,
If
and
Oh,
I go
okay.
to hell, if I go to hell for loving women, who cares? What
well,
does it
what does that have?
matter to
What does that have?
anybody else?
That has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with this conversation.
What we're trying to figure out is what
Here's what I
happened
got to
tonight.
say.
What happened?
Annie A, I love you. Best, I love you. We need to hug this out because that's what our channel does.
That's all
We
I.
hug
That's
it
all
out
I'm
at the end of the
saying.
night. We
I
all
can't
agree
even
to
see.
disagree.
I can't even see NEA's post. I have her blocked on my side, but
So
someone else,
how do you know what she's saying then?
because someone else in chat that I don't have blocked was posting what she was saying.
Okay, well block that person.
So that works.
That
That's
works.
already been done.
Okay, so you're good with us now?
Well, that's not the thing. The thing is I'm not allowed to talk to chat at all.
See,
No,
Annie A said,
you're
But let's
PG,
move
I
on.
love you.
Let's
letting.
move on.
And Beth said,
Yes.
PG, I love you. So if everybody loves PG, everybody loves each other. So we got to just
Yeah,
we just
Vest, don't
like I
talk to
said, we
chat.
can hug
Talk
it
to
out.
us.
Even if PG
I'm
has to be
actually.
in the middle of it, we could all hug it out. There you
Can
go.
I confess something? I'm married to a man, but it doesn't matter. What does it matter?
Yeah, Vest, talk to us. Don't talk to chat.
Right. I don't have chat on. I don't
Well,
I
Hey,
don't
I
either.
don't.
care.
You know what?
well,
My Bible tells me, judge not and be not judged. And that's what PG does. I judge not, so I will not be judged. I serve a powerful God that loves everybody. He made everybody. And
Yes, he
who is
is.
Well,
PG to be?
I'm
Who is
married to
PG
a
to be?
man.
You know,
I
to
don't
be.
understand where this is all coming from, but
I'm
it's all
married
right.
to a man. I got 3 kids. I was a foster parent for 19 years. I adopted a child at 4 months. Me and my husband adopted her. She
Lord.
is 19 now, but I have learned in my age, we are not all going to agree to disagree. But Prayer Gardens, all her lives are about Summer. So you either like Don or you don't. So what we say on panel, you either agree to disagree. Vestige. Turn your chat off, love baby, because I
I,
love you with my
yeah, well,
heart.
I can't. So
Why do you have to listen to chat? I don't have
no,
chat on.
I don't listen to chat when we get on the subjects and chat wants to get PG's
Oh, Annie A says, I
attention.
love you all.
uh,
There you
When
go.
I relay messages to PG from
All I
chat.
gotta know is I need to know who watched Cracking Cases from 46 minutes
Hey,
on because this is
Best is like
bothering me.
my best friend. He really is.
Yeah, yeah,
He's like my sweet brother. I mean, he really is.
yeah.
He's like having my own beautiful brother. The brother you always wanted, you didn't have. That's my best.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Well,
and
Vestige,
I've
you're my
always
brother
stuck up
now
for Ann.
too.
I've always stuck up for Annie, so I've never said anything bad about her.
No, he don't. He don't say nothing bad about her. He really likes Annie. To be
Look, and
honest.
I love Ziggy and I love Molly Golightly, but I can't stand Bullhorn Betty. I can't stand JRL. I
Oh,
can't
I love
stand
Molly.
DK.
I love Molly.
But I watch No Thanks because he has good information and I love Crimes and Justice. I love him. And
And I really like that
Vestige,
lady
if
in the morning. I don't know what her name is. I can't remember, but
Bullhorn Betty, she needs to
no, it's not
just settle
Bullhorn Betty. It's
down.
Michelle
But
After Dark.
anyways,
Is that her name?
I love Michelle After Dark.
Oh yeah.
I love Jody C. Brown. I don't think she's involved in
I'm
anything
gonna
and
have to
don't
bag the
come from
difference on
me.
that one.
I got to
But
beg the difference with you on that.
Hell
No,
yeah.
but
I got
Hey,
beg
But
the
aren't
difference on
we?
that one.
But aren't we
I
here
said that
to agree
me
to
and
disagree?
I said that me and Annie had our disagreements, and I didn't like her. That's fine. I'm allowed not to dislike her, but I will
That's
always back
right.
her up. I
There
will
you
always
go.
back her up because we have
Absolutely.
disagreements.
And I love Jenny. I love her. I love to be in her chat. I love her.
And
If she
that's why
took
I
on my
had her
Jenny,
blocked.
I love my Jenny. My Jenny comes up here
I
all the
have her
time.
blocked. I have her blocked on my end because some of the things she says that I don't agree with. There's no need for me to read it.
Well, I
Are you talking
mean,
about Jenny?
No, no, no.
Oh, I
I'm
thought
talking.
you said
I'm discussing stuff that's in chat.
I agree to disagree with a lot of people. I mean, I even watch Cracking Cases and I agree to disagree. But tonight, what I seen with
Our
what
bucket
I
list has
was
holes. She says,
judging,
PG, I love you. The mods, the panel, and everyone here in chat.
I don't know
Absolutely.
why this
That's
is
what I'm
even
I
talking
love
brought
about.
your
up.
Thank you.
mods.
Thank you.
Garden,
This had to do
you
with
got
I
good
something
got
else.
awesome
mods.
mods. I got
I
awesome
still don't
mods.
know
Yeah,
why it went to Annie for.
Absolutely. God bless this channel over here. You know,
yes. I love the lab. I love
yeah.
him. Last night was, well, the night before last was amazing. I love Everyday Shenanigans. She,
Yeah, I
a
love
lot of people,
Wisconsin mama. I love her. I do. I
yeah, I
absolutely love
mean,
her.
AB, I love some things, I don't like other things.
Okay. Well, let's get
Yeah.
back
Summer.
to
Let's get
summer.
back to
Prayer Garden.
summer.
Have we heard from
Yes.
Norway lately?
Who?
Norway.
No, I haven't heard from her in a couple of days. I know it's nighttime there when it's daytime here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so and she's a lot of times she comes in and she just listens. She doesn't, come up on panel. I
Yeah.
miss her so much when she don't come on panel.
I do too. I love for her to come up on panel.
She's like my own mother. I'm telling you, she reminds me so much of my mom.
Yeah.
And I love her to death. Absolutely. I pray for her all the time. I wish she was here. I really wish she was, in America. God bless her.
Yeah. She's
Vintage, are you
lonely.
still there?
No,
Vintage.
Vest dropped out again.
Oh, my vest took off on me.
Yep.
Loving.
Yeah, Bess is a
I
sweetheart.
all I was saying is he really does have a good heart. He's
He
just
does.
got to
He
harden
does.
up some
Yes.
and
Yeah.
know that what other people think he's gonna agree to disagree with. Loving.
Someone keeps kicking me. My
Uh,
net is going crazy right now.
I keep getting
it ain't
kicked
me,
too,
sweetheart.
love.
Wait a minute. Do I got two of you?
Of me?
No, I don't.
No.
Okay. No, I saw you. You was talking, and I seen your thing muted, so it's you muting yourself. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's. I seen one. Yours muted. I was like, wait a minute. He's talking. And so, do I got a second one of him?
Hey, Prayer Garden, do you watch Purple Hearts?
No.
You need to because it's gonna go down with Candus Wells says she's no longer in love with Don.
Well, we all heard that one. She loves him, but she's not in love with him. Whatever the hell that means.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to think on that one because like my brain's telling me, PG, you understand it, but then
And see, I do too, but I'm confused with it
but then my
because,
brain keeps kicking it out. It keeps kicking it out because that's like in my brain that's like an evil thought. I mean, how
well,
can you
if
love somebody but not be in love with them? I mean, if you love somebody but you're not in love with them, then it's time for you to move on.
That's
Well,
what she
because
was
my
saying. Yeah.
you know.
well, see, prayer garden. My thing is I've been in love with somebody, and my husband I was with for 17 years.
Now I
I
know the
w-
difference between lust and love. I mean,
well,
you
I
could
was I loved him because he was the father of my children, but
right.
I wasn't in love with him. But I'm going to tell you whether I was in love or loved him being in jail and us having a missing daughter, it wouldn't matter. I would stand behind him if we weren't guilty. Do you
Um,
understand what I'm saying?
Well, that's what Candace was saying. She said, she loved him because he was the father of her children, but she wasn't in love with him anymore.
But
uh,
it
tw-
took
twin thing. I
it took
thought Prayer
both
Garden
of
was Cher's
them.
husband. I'm gonna tell you what.
I thought that was kind of
I'm
funny.
gonna let you go with that with that little comment there, but you make a statement like that again, I'm gonna block your ass. I
Who,
ain't
me?
no fucking Cher's husband. What you talk about?
Oh, I thought she was talking to me.
No, I'm talking
But
to somebody
how
in
are
chat.
No, she's
you
reading chat.
Yeah. Like what?
but how is
You got me
Candace
bent. That's
Candace
Prairie Boy,
not in love with him
not Prayer
now
Garden. Oh my
that
God.
he's in jail and they got a missing child and they've had all of them through all of this? Summer just turned 6. She was 5, so 5 years. You just didn't all of a sudden, but you're on panel with Benny, and Benny was spending the night at your house and took you and your mom to a hotel. Why, Don was staying at the houses that he was doing with a microwave, but all of a sudden he's locked up, and now I'm not in love with you. I love you because you're the father of my children, but I'm not in love with you. Do you see what I'm saying? If I would have had my husband's back the whole time, all the way up till he went to jail for what he did, then, and it's only DUI, driving without license, blah, blah, blah. It has nothing to do with Summer.
Eden says, "How did Candace have all these babies and don't care they are all gone?" Well,
Exactly.
some
That's what I'm
people
getting to.
can only feel for oneself and not other people. There's some people that feel for, you know, there's people you got to wonder what's worse. Um, to feel, to be able to feel for everybody or to not feel
Prayer Garden.
for nobody. I
Prayer
would
Garden.
say
Let me
worse is
ask you
not feel for
this.
nobody because when you feel for nobody, you probably can't even feel for yourself, to be honest. And you know, that's a very selfish act, and you probably isn't going to get you very far in life, being the kind of human that you are, always worried about yourself and nobody
Yeah.
else. But um, you know, I had to ask myself, how the hell does somebody make a 6 month plan on their children? Like, oh, it's okay to just keep my kids for 6 fucking months. No, no normal parent is going to think like that. No, I mean, most. Here's how I feel. Um, my husband would have had to leave if he agreed with child services coming up there and taking our children. He would have had to leave right then and there.
Right.
No, parents fight, damn it. They fight to keep their children. It's like, no, you're not taking them. But I don't care what I have to do. But not these people. I mean, you know, not them. They take the kids, um, that's crazy. I ain't ever seen nothing like it, but I guess there's a first for everything, yes? There's a
Yeah.
first for everything, but then again, look at the lady that stuck her child out of the car on the road and just drove away. What, a few nights ago, a few days ago or something, she put her
Yes.
baby out on the road and just drove away.
Hmm.
And she said she was saving her kid from her. Someone
Oh, the
found
one
it,
in
thank God.
Shelbyville.
Someone found it. But
You talking
that's
about
a
the lady
child.
in Shelbyville,
I it was somewhere.
Indiana?
Yeah,
Not, yeah,
yeah,
not far from here,
that's what I'm talking about.
Shelbyville. Yeah.
And
And
prayer garden,
the
that
little
child
boy,
was mentally
I
challenged
don't care.
It's
that she put
artistic.
That's
out.
even more reason
Artistic.
to keep that child with
Hmm.
you. I
Right.
Yeah,
mean,
but
what
the
kind of
drugs.
damn mom does something
She was
so
hooked on drugs.
horrific? That's
Yeah,
like a heinous fucking crime right there, if
Yep.
you ask
Yep.
me.
drug stuff.
And I'm going to tell you, um, this is the type of people we have in our society today, and something is wrong with this. And
Yes.
the bad thing about it is this woman's going to get a slap on the hand and back out, might have another child and do the same, turn around, do the same thing to it. No,
Yep.
we have to do something to keep these people from, if she's that mentally ill that she did this to one child, then we cannot ever allow it to happen. Take the risk of her doing it to another one. I
Hmm.
Yep.
mean, you just can't allow it to happen. And that little boy didn't deserve that. He did not deserve that. Where is people's hearts at anymore? My heart ain't with that mom. I don't give a damn about her. All I care about is that little boy. That little
Yep.
boy is what touched PG's heart. I don't give a shit about his mom. I don't want to hear her blame fucking excuses for what she done. There was no damn excuse for what she done. None whatsoever.
None.
Yeah, the drugs. Drugs is bad. They cause you to do all types of crazy shit.
It will. It will. Money and drugs. Money and drugs. I mean, they say, oh, money's the root of all evil. No, money's not the root of all evil. Money is not. Money's a damn good thing because it buys the things that people need. It helps other people get what they need. It's not, it's like guns. Guns don't kill, people do. What I'm trying to say is,
Um,
you know, it ain't the things that are evil. It's the people and how they think and how they use it that's evil or good. If you use it for the good, it's good. If you use it for the bad, it's bad. If you're greedy, if you're a greedy human being willing to do anything, even sell your soul for $1, then that's all about you. It ain't about the money. The money ain't evil. That person is that's willing to do something like that. That's the evil fucking person right there. That's nothing to do with the object. That's in the human. And and that's what needs to learn to be weeded out. Is people need to learn to weed that evilness out of oneself. They need to really, turn around and look at what's important in life, and it ain't the dollar. It ain't the dollar. When you're laying on your dying bed, are you going to want some damn money, or are you going to want some more life? What are you going to do then? You pay to have another day, wouldn't you? Yeah, money didn't buy that. It ain't going to buy that. But you know what? God might have gave you another day if you wasn't such a screwed up human being before you got there. That's what I'm trying to say. You should learn to love one another because the biggest gift in this life and the only really rich people in this world are the ones who have God Almighty. Those are the rich people in this world. It ain't about objects and things. It ain't about the dollar. It's about, if you got God or you don't. Because God's the only one that can really give you what you need. And what you need is to keep breathing and to keep living life and to keep loving people and being kind and caring. That's what you need. Okay. I guess I silenced everybody, didn't I?
no, I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm preaching it, sister. I am
Pretty
preaching it.
much so. I thought you was doing a good job.
Eh,
I'm channel jumping around and see what
this
people are talking about.
world pisses
Oh,
me off.
Bess, don't be channel jumping. They'll be criticizing you again.
Oh, I know.
This, you do you. I'm doing the same on my other 5 screens.
I can't keep up that fast. Bess, did you go mute on us?
Yeah, I mute when I'm not talking because of the birds in the background.
Oh, okay.
I have silkies in the next room and they can get loud.
Oh, really?
There,
We
you know,
love
there
'em.
ain't nothing makes me more angry. There's nothing makes me more angry than to see children in this world and old people abused. You
Oh,
know,
me either. Me
there's
either.
nothing worse than you know, actually no one should be abused. No one. But, you know, these are our vulnerable. These are the people that, you know, need us to protect them. And we're failing them miserably as, you know, as a nation. We are absolutely failing
I
them.
agree.
And
Both of my daughters are right now are having to take care of their mother-in-laws, and I am so proud of both of them. How they have stepped up to the pump and took care of them. I am so proud.
absolutely, absolutely. And you know, that's what life's about. It's about stepping up when people need you and doing all the, you know, the good things in life. You know, sometimes, yeah, sometimes we're going to feel like, you know, we're going to feel like we, you know, other people didn't help. We're going to, you know, we're going to feel like we're doing it all and other people could have helped and ain't and all this and that, you know, and you're only, you know, you're only going to feel that way. You're only going to feel that way if you don't love what you're doing. You know, you should love what you're doing. Um, what I'm saying is, if you don't want to do something, don't do it because it's just going to make you miserable for doing it the rest of your life. You know, don't feel like you're forced to do anything. If you want to step up, you really got a good heart. You want to step up, you want to help people and you want to do stuff. Um, God bless you. But it's not going to ever work out for you if you feel forced to do anything. If you feel forced to take care of someone, you know, um just don't do it because you're not going to really do it right. You're going to, and you think that person ain't going to know that you really don't want to do it. You're hurting them. You're hurting yourself, and it's best that you just walk away anyway. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, because the person you're taking care of is going to feel really bad, even though they need your help and everything. You're going to make them feel really bad for taking your help because humans are, you know, we sense things. We sense when people like us, when they don't, when they want to do something for us, when they don't. And you know, there's nothing more hurtful to a human than, you know, knowing someone feels obligated or feels like they are forced to do something for you. Um, it ain't worth it. It's like you go into, you know, for instance, you go into a store and the person there acts like they really don't want to wait on you, you know, like, oh, they hate the job, they hate, you know, what they're doing, they can't, you know, they, instead of saying, hi, how are you today, can I help you, and being nice, they're like, excuse me, what did you need? I don't want
But,
that person
but
waiting on me. I don't
me
want them
either.
around me. You know, damn it, why you take this job if you don't love it? If you don't, it's like teachers, you know, you find a teacher that says, oh, good morning, class, how you all, and does her best to, you know, help the children to do. And then you have other teachers that, you know, they um come walk in the room, start flipping on and off the light, like, you know, everybody needs to sit down, everybody needs to be calm, and shake their head to their desk. Bitch, why don't you just quit that job? Really? I mean, you just made these kids feel bad. They could tell you're in a nasty mood. You didn't only ruin the rest of your day, but you just ruined the, you know, 25 kids
Mm.
on day as well, just by your nasty fucking attitude. I mean, you're giving these kids mental problems. You don't want to be here, and it makes them want to be here. And how is that on their learning ability? That's what I got to say.
I think you hit the nail on the head.
Exactly.
Prayer
People's
Garden,
just got
can
to
I say
stop.
something?
Sure.
A lot of people are saying I'm against Monkey, and I'm not. And
Against
that
who?
I'm against Monkey.
Ain't that the little boy, Michael?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
And
I
that
love
I'm
that kid.
against Brandy, and I am not. When I was on that panel, I was just asking for more information that maybe we could pull up and bring
Right.
up. Just like a lot of people don't know about Candus's neglect. If you
Right.
don't go to Utah and the other states and you bring up, but we have to have names where we can bring it
You
up
just
and
basically
look
what
it.
you're saying is you feel like the parents and the parents' background and so forth needs to be a little more investigated and looked into.
Right. But Brandy, she's okay. Brandy is the number one. She is for Monkey.
Um,
100%. And I know that.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have I I follow different cases. I follow different cases in the
Somebody
background.
said Ernie is short.
I'm 100% for and I don't care how tall Ernie is. He sure is a handsome little feller. Anyway,
Blech. I'm just kidding.
Vestige.
Vestige, do you see people are hating me for
I,
Monkey, and I'm 100% behind Brandy, and I'm 100% about bringing Monkey home.
Oh,
I
I'm going to
just
tell you
asked a
something.
simple question.
His mother,
now
his
you
I
see
did
what I get.
I showed his mother on here the other night, and I'm telling you, um his mother's tore to pieces over that. And I'm going to tell you right now, God bless that woman. And yes, I do pray. I pray so hard that, she finds her little boy, and I hope to God no one's hurt him. I hope to God no one has hurt this little boy. But I sure hope she finds him and finds peace. I hope she finds him and finds some peace in her life, because this is a mother that this is a mother that's really not going to ever give up. She's not going to ever give up.
And I don't blame her.
Absolutely not. She is no Candace Wells. No, she's not. And I totally support her and her family. God bless them. God bless them. And that was a tragic thing that happened to them. Absolutely a tragic thing that happened to them. I don't bring other I'm 100% over here for and about Summer, and I know that that's what our channel's about. Tonight, I am going to play another child over here on the way out. When I come in, I make it all about Summer, and at the very end, on my way out, it is all about Summer. But tonight, I did bring another child into this situation. And I do believe the Summer would be fine with me doing that. I needed to bring this child into the situation and the equation tonight. God put it upon me, and I'm going to bring this child here for everyone.
I think summer is for all kids. I really do.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and play this. It is Serenity. She's from Kentucky. They found her. They found her on February the 18th at 2:00. Her mother and her boyfriend were found together in Kansas. Both have been arrested. They have been expedited back to Kentucky. um, her name's Serenity McKenzie. Her own mom and her boyfriend they are been charged in the murder of Serenity, and they also have being charged with the abuse of a corpse. They left this sweet. They after murdering this child, from what I'm understanding, um, they left her in a wooded area where she has been found, and it is a most horrific and horrible thing that any parent can do. Here is the poster, the parents, and these are the two that there's Catherine McKenzie, and there is Dakota Hill, the boyfriend. These two have been arrested on charge. They have been charged with the murder of this beautiful little girl, Serenity. How people could do such a thing, I don't know, but I guess they had the mentality
Evil.
level to be that evil, huh? They had the
Evil.
mentality level to be that. This is the area. This is the wooded area where they found her, where they just tossed her away like a piece of garbage and left her. Unbelievable. And I'm going to go on down through here. This is the little girl's real daddy and the grandmother. This is the real dad. Look at this man. This is how a real parent looks. He's destroyed. Their action has destroyed this man, and I'm sure his mother as well, and a lot of other people like us. I pray that God's with this family and gives them some type of peace and some type of comfort through all of this. And I did make this dedication for the little girl. I'm the dad of this beautiful little girl. Um, his name is David Roller. He has invited everyone and anyone that would have liked to attend a prayer vigil for her in Kentucky to be there to join in on that prayer vigil. Um, I know, there's no words that anyone could say to even try to heal this dad's pain. No words. But at least he will be able now to. He knows his daughter's, with God. She's definitely in heaven. She's with the angels, and he knows that now he's got her to at least lay to rest, and he'll know where she's at. You know, unlike Summer, we do not know where she's at. So we got to keep fighting. We got to keep moving forward. We're her army. We've got to keep going. Amen. A lot of people say, PG, why does people do this? Why does people do that? I don't know. The only thing I can tell anyone is, you know what? If you don't understand why evil people do evil things, get down on your knees and thank your God above that you can understand. Because you know what? That's telling you that you are not like them, and you should thank God every day you're not. That's what I got to say to you. Thank God, because that gives you great hope that you're going to be in the next life forever. And if you're not, if you're not saved, I suggest that we, get saved, to get baptized, to know you're going to be living forever, because right now we are in the book of Revelations. I truly believe that. I truly believe that, with all this going on in this world, Jesus could show up anytime. I mean, tonight, tomorrow, we don't know. We don't know when he's coming back. But one thing for sure, when he's coming, and when he does, you want to be ready, because if you're not ready, you will be left behind. And I don't think too many people want to be left here. This is not the place to be left, because if you're left behind, it's only going to get worse, not better. That's for sure. So that's what PG's got to say tonight to everyone. And I think I'm going to close out. And as I ask every night, please pray for Summer. Pray that we find her. We get to bring her home. We get justice for her. And I think that we should all make sure we get justice for Serenity as well. The dad wants to make sure that his daughter gets the justice that she deserves from what these two heinous, evil people did to her. So make sure that you back him in getting justice for his daughter, because I know he's asking for everyone to stand behind him. Well, I pray that we can rebuke evil as well, but you know, evil exists. It exists. It's all around us. And it's taking our children away each and every day. You know, that evil is destroying beautiful people that should not be destroyed. God gives their life to them. A lot of parents think that, you know, they own their children, that they have some right to abuse these children. You're mine, so I have a right to treat you however I want to treat you. No, you don't. No, you don't. Your children are a gift to you from God. And God gave them their life. We do not give anybody life. God gives life. And He gifts people with children. And He gifts you with them because you're supposed to be their angels. You're supposed to be the one protecting, watching over, and taking care of them. You know, He did not give them to you to abuse and do whatever you want with them. He gave them to you to love, cherish, to care about, to treat with dignity and respect. That life belongs to that child. You're just a caretaker of it until they're old enough to take care of it themselves. We need to remember that and treat our children with much, much respect and love. And you know what? Maybe one day they'll return that love to you because you gave it to them. As I always said, good returns to good, and evil will return to evil. So, one way of devouring yourself real fast is to send out a lot of evil that will come back to you in due time. Or you could send out a lot of good and a lot of love, a lot of kindness, and a lot of caring, and that'll be what comes back to you. And it's a hell of a lot nicer to receive all of that than it is to receive evilness. Evil devours. But you have to say, hey, I devoured myself because that's what I sent out. And that's what was returning. You can't blame no one but yourself when you're sending it out. And it comes back upon you. As I say, please, please, please pray for Summer. I ask every single night. We need to find her. We need to bring her home. And we need to get justice for her. Pray for one another. Especially Tennessee Shine. I know she just lost her mother. And that is a very, very hard thing to go through. Pray for this family that's, you know, especially the dad. As you've seen, he's destroyed by what happened. Pray for him. Pray for BDAC. I think that's the initials. I sure hope so. PG can't never get those initials right. But I still pray for him. I always tell God, I don't know who everybody is, but I know that He does. And I hope He just answers your prayers, you know. And most of all, I pray for your soul more than I do for anything else. I pray that God, you know, comes and He puts, you know, the light upon you to want to come and follow Him. I just pray that, you know, if one person hears PG talking and says, hey, you know, I want to get on my knees, I want to be with God the rest of my life, and I want to go in the right direction. I want to get baptized. I want to get saved. I want to live forever. Just one person, it was worth me saying it. My breath was not wasted. So I pray every day if the people in my chat ain't saved, that God touches them and they are. that he leads them to where he's at, because I want to see everybody in heaven, not somebody. And that's the God's honest truth. Even the people I act like I sometimes don't like, Benny Keys, Don, Candus, I wish everybody could get right and just do what's right, and we could all be a family together one day. You know, I really do. But evil does exist on this world. We got to face that, and we've got to be careful and not let it destroy us. So keep standing strong. Wear your suit of armor. Always fight against evil, and always be doing righteousness. That's what I've got to say to everyone. And pray for one another. PG's always praying for you. God bless you all. I appreciate everybody that came on panel tonight. Thank you, Vest, for coming up here, supporting me. The Wisconsin Mama, I love you. I just love her, the way she gets me laughing. God bless her. God bless you all. I love you all. Annie, I love you too. We need to just hug it out, agree to disagree, as we always do. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm here.
I love you, Bess. I'm going to play.
I was frozen for a second there, so I don't know.
You were frozen. Thank you, Southern Gal. She said, God bless you, PG. Absolutely. And if you guys find any extra time, pray for PG too. I need prayers just as much as anybody else. Trust and believe that. God bless you all. I'm bringing Summer's song up. Good night. Let me see those purple hearts, because we always show Summer the most love when we leaving out of here. So God bless you, everybody. Good night.
Love you guys. I'm out.